Good morning. Welcome back to Captivator Gaming, part 1 million, where we play Captivator every day and do the captivating. I have a new toy. I have new ear pads on my headphones. The old ones, well they smelled kind of bad, so I went ahead and ordered some new ones along with getting a haircut. So that's been my day. I also played some Helldivers. How y'all doing? Let's see who all's here. We got Nah Man early, very good. You beat Stream Elements, congratulations. Pigeon beat Stream Elements as well. Got Stream Elements himself, always very faithful. Even more faithful than Dinobot, sadly. Mojo, we got Creeper in here. Nah Man again. It is not morning. Yes, it is. It's morning somewhere. Devious_Rossi, no, I'm not late. You were just delusional. I'm not late, you're just laggy. Bro looks so disappointed. Yeah, I know. I am. Well, thankfully I won't have to deal with this any longer. So, event ends on March 31st. Anyway, hope y'all doing good. So if you didn't hear already, which I'm sure you have, but if you live under a rock, Captivator Egg Hunt Part 2 has dropped, where you can find the golden egg. I feel silly announcing this, I'm pretty sure you've already got it all at this point, but find the golden egg for this neat little Captivator Egg Hunt 2020 trophy. Sorry, 2024 trophy pet. So you can have that, and then it will be cool. You can flex on all the new gens. The only time is Central Time, and it's not morning. Yeah, you're right. I guess people on the other side of the world just don't get to have accurate times. It all has to be messed up. You know what, Rossi? I'm also very sorry for my Ross as well. Alright. Anyway, I'll join up here. Looks like Pigeon's about to go ahead and pass Super in the leaderboard, so that's pretty cool. I did not really expect for anyone to pass her so soon back when she hit number 1, but hey, Pigeon has been putting in the work. He has been here every single day. Longer than he's been here longer than anyone else. Like, anytime I go to look at the games, he's there. He is the definition of commitment. He is the definition of commitment, and, I mean, hey, he deserves it. So, he's actually really, really close. I think he's like, what, a few captures away? Is that right, Pigeon? Wait, I'm going to spectate him here. If I can find him, there he is. You have to remember, ooh. Oh, well, I mean, it's probably in his favor, actually, because he just wants to get more captures. This has to be the game with the casual violation for Mooster. Why does a bunny's tail look like it's farting in a cloud? I don't know. Take it up with God, because he made their tails that way. Good catch. Good catch. Oh, but you don't get that credit for that catch if you get knocked out. Oh, there you go. Ah, he wasn't able to get enough captures this game. Well, that's anticlimactic, among other things. Pigeon, how many captures do you have? Also, Super's not in the server, so her stat up here should be accurate. 4 captures away. So that means you're at 14,413 captures. That's, yeah, 14,414 captures. That's really, really freaking close. Like I said, I did not expect somebody to overtake Super that quickly. You need to ping Super ASAP. Yeah, we need to get Super in here before Pigeon passes her. Your ping is still, in fact, in the 400 to 500. Jeez, dude. Are you playing from like the bottom of a cave? Do you need help down there? We could send someone to come grab you if you need. She said she doesn't care. I don't know. I don't know. I think she's just trying to cover up. Tell her that I think she's just trying to cover up. And that I think that she actually does care. Very much so. And then tell me what she says. Go ahead and report back to me when you get a response from Super. This is your first evasion in a week. Oh, thank you, Stormsoul Cat, for taking me to the secret room here. I need to patch this or do something with it. I don't know why I just had like a blank area in here. You know, I think the thing is, though, is that Pirate Map was made before Double Jump got added to the game. Oh, well. I think the pirate map was made before double jump got added to the game, so I didn't really take into account to put like an invisible wall here or something like that. I could very easily put a visible wall there, but I don't know. It's kind of cool just to have it right now. Yeah, 125% jump card. My beloved. I don't know what I was thinking. That's like the world's most useless card. That's what it used to be before it turned into a double jump. It used to just increase your jump height by 125%. You wonder how I can make an egg that takes longer to find? I'll figure out a way. See, I was trying to make it somewhat possible this time, but I'm not going to have any mercy next year, especially since next year there's going to be a whole lot more of you little ravenous urchins trying to find the eggs. So I'm really going to have to hide it well. I have to pull one of those Ready Player One things and just make it absolutely impossible for any one individual person to find. It takes like the entire community to try and figure it out. What are the odds I escape? Only a Storm Shock Cat can knock him over. Nope. You got Violent. Nice. Next, you'll physically have to go to the Roblox HQ to find the golden egg. I need to start involving members. I didn't want to like make it some kind of like abstract code. I was trying to find like the right word. I didn't want to make it some kind of like abstract code or like puzzle or riddle because personally I don't like those things. So I was still trying to make it kind of something that I like. Yeah, like I don't want to do something like you had to get 42 tickets at 4:20 p.m. That's kind of cool, I guess, but I don't know. It's a little bit asinine as well. Become part of the hunt, collab, and then hide the egg in one of 100 other games. My morals got in the way of true misery. Yeah, you're right. I should have just gone full asshole mode. Now, what I should have done is I should have made if you get the golden egg, you just get banned. And then to claim the egg by coming back to Captivator, you have to successfully appeal. That would be truly despicable. Or if I really wanted to go full Roblox developer mode, I can make it like a once you went to go get the golden egg, you had to pay like 1,000 Robux up front to collect it. Or maybe like like you get to the game but you're still banned and then you have to buy an appeal. Stormstorm Cat is really good at making that jump. He's really good at making that jump. I have to convince 5 long-running players to get banned to get the egg. Yeah. You must sacrifice other players to get the egg. A soul for a soul. Thank you for taking me to the fun room. You got an answer for Super, what'd you say? I'm eagerly awaiting. Hacker? Okay. I don't know why you think I'm a hacker, but alright. She said Storm sucks. Okay. 10 seconds to deploy. Bro thinks he's in Call of Duty. No, bro thinks he's in Helldivers. He thinks the Captivators are the robots that we fight. I gave her all the power to the gold stick. Yeah, I did. You're right, I did. As soon as I gave her the golden stick, it all just went to her head. Her ego just shot up to uncontrollable levels. I've created a monster. It's a classic example of creations rebelling. Yeah, I mean, that's where do you think the name for the Renegade Creation batch came from? That's where the name came from, okay? You're the only one that Super is nice to? Yeah, and Pooh too. It's okay, I don't think anyone's hurt by it. Everyone's just like, ha, point and laugh. Look at that smelly Roblox. Hilarious. Funny. Yes, the creation's renegading. Renegade Creation should have been pink Valhalla for that icon. 100% Super. No. No, I've already given her a golden stick. It's already been bad enough. Ah. Bro's role-playing as a hacker from a $10,000 budget movie. You should go to hackercode.net. Pretty sure that website lets you think that you're a hacker. Don't actually go to that URL though, because it's been a long time since I've been there. I don't know if one, that URL is still up, or two, if I even remember it correctly. /ehack. I wonder what this new guy's in here so pressed for. It's kind of entertaining to watch him mauled. My friend, why are you pressed? Also, did you find us from the game, or did you just find us from the Twitch category? I'm just treating this guy like he's a specimen, like a museum. Like, what an interesting experiment. Why are we all :3ing? Who started it? Cat. Of course it was Cat. You know, one cat :3s, then all of you sheep follow behind. You sheeple. Now what I should have done is I should have just spread misinformation for that cunt. I didn't want to do that because that feels really dirty. Just to lie to you all and give you all fake information. Now, from my house? Okay. Well, if you're from my house, go ahead and knock on the window there. It's an outside window. You should be able to reach it just fine. 2 letters. Yeah, where did she come from? Yeah, it is what it is, Pigeon. It is what it is. You're coming from my home. Ah, I see. Are you one of my family members? Or are you my grandmother? Bro thinks he's my grandma. Oh, time to go through the shiny white brick. Boop. He's 6 feet in the ground. Yeah, my home is actually on the side of some kind of ancient burial thing. And then this guy is coming to haunt me. The ghost of this house's past has manifested itself through Twitch chat, of all things. I should ban him, but like, it's entertaining. Like I said, I'm treating this guy like he's some kind of specimen. Very good, but Baby Stormsoul's been pet 546 times. Very epic. Sometimes the contents of the minds of others cannot be understood. Real. Ban who? Oliver Sinister. It's just some random guy we've never seen before. He just came in here and started chirping on everyone. Normally, like I said, I would ban him sooner, but I'm entertained. Some specimens can't be described. Yeah. It's just it's entertaining to watch somebody make an absolute fool of themselves. You know, like those videos that go viral, people embarrassing themselves. It's kind of like the same situation here. You know, like that one meme where this one guy says something to a group of people, like a group of friends, like in a circle talking. And they're just like, okay, cool, and they go back to what they're doing. That's the energy I'm getting right now. Very true. Bro speaking some facts over there. Maybe his cat walked on his keyboard, who knows. Oh, I saw the Egg Hunt 24 trail. I don't know why I just tried to insert a portal into the frame itself. Ah, a bot. We got all kinds of trash in Twitch chat today. This is fun. We actually should ban that one though. Goodbye. Boop. Problem solved. Twitch chat has been given liberty. I'm stuck on Helldivers now. Who in my chat has been playing Helldivers? I started playing yesterday and I've already got like 9 hours in it. I know it's not a lot to some of you, but you know what? I'm an adult. I have things to do. You know, putting 9 hours into a game in one day. That's something for me. You have the game but you haven't played it yet? Well, just so you know, when if you want to play with people, like when you first play, you're gonna have to go through a tutorial first. In fact, I do recommend going through the tutorial first and just kind of playing the game on your own, because it's harder to learn whenever you're in a group of people, like in a call especially. All right, well, fun time's over. Thanks for playing. What does this translate to? No, it translates. You have to go to Google Translate and to translate from dumbass into English. Try that. You lost your mind looking for an egg in Chamber Delta 99. I thought about hiding it in Delta 99. That would have been... It would have been too obvious, you know? It translates to message deleted by moderator. Yeah. Nah, man. You're just a little bit late to the punch. Not quite the fastest draw in the West. But it would have been fun to hide it in Delta 99. But it would have been too obvious because it's Captivator related. So old man typing speed. No, I'm really annoyed by the fact that I had to put badges in all my games. Just because that's what gave it away. Because no one would have ever thought to go to one of my old games. Like no one would have ever thought to do that, but it's just those damn badges. But there's no other way to do cross-game communication. That's it. So I tried to obfuscate it by putting the badges in all my games and then updating all of them so that the update date couldn't be used to figure anything out. With teleport service? I guess you're right. Potentially. That would have sort of worked, but later this year I want to set up my own server and then I can just use HTTP service and then do everything myself. But that'll be a whole lot nicer. I don't want to have to do any kind of jank stuff. But I guess teleport service would have probably worked. I'm not too familiar with it. I don't think I've really, I don't think I've ever used teleport service before. Well, no, maybe I've used it a little bit. Because there's actually a sub game within Captivator that I use for testing. And you have to get to it somehow. It was really well done, but like all good things, run by luck. Yeah. Like I said, it is what it is. You could probably tell I'm sorely disappointed in how quick it was found. It's very much discouraging from doing another one next year, but I'm not going to let that stop me. Because next year is going to be far worse. Next year is going to be just asinine with the amount of people that will be coming through there. Yeah, it's kind of like having, like here's a good analogy that kind of describes like how the whole thing works. Let's say, for example, you're trying to find a leak in a bucket. It would be a whole lot easier if you dumped a ton of water in there because while each water molecule might not make its way through that leak, one of them will. So even if it's like the tiniest little leak out, like the tiniest little crack, just due to the sheer volume of the things trying to make its way through that bucket, it's going to get found in seconds, if not faster. Yeah, I feel like that's why a lot of bigger games hide unlockable stuff behind grinds that more so like number grinds rather than just like know how to do something, because knowledge these days is disseminated so fast between people. You know, like this sort of thing would have worked like 30 years ago, back before the internet was, you know, around a lot, back when cheat codes were shared in magazines and stuff like that. But nowadays knowledge is it's not a good stopgap anymore, which is kind of a problem with egg hunts, because you don't want egg hunts to be a grind. Like you don't want it to be like, you know, capture 300 people to get this egg. That's kind of stupid. The whole idea behind egg hunts is for it to be a scavenger hunt, but the very nature of a scavenger hunt, well, it's entirely knowledge based. The only stopgap, like the only time padding there, is the time it takes for people to find it. But as soon as one person finds it, you know, they tell their friend, then that friend tells their friends, and you know, so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, you know, what might have taken one individual person a few hours is going to take the entirety of everyone 30 minutes. And that problem's only going to be made a whole lot worse. Like once YouTubers get their eye on the game, then they're going to be like, oh my goodness, there's egg hunt in this game. I'm going to make a guide showing everyone where every egg is. And you're never going to be able to control all that. There was no Discord announcement for stream. Dinobot is really inconsistent. I'm not going to lie. I might have to figure out some other way of announcing it. I'll do it myself. Thanks for telling me, though. Yeah, yesterday. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Siren. Oh, hello, Siren. Yeah, I'll let you escape, because you told me about the thing, and you didn't beat the crap out of me as soon as you walked up behind me, so you can escape. That was muscle memory. It's muscle memory. That's the part of the reason why you dislike the hunt. 99% of the games do not feel like a hunt. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not worth the time, because, I mean, the core community is going to be the community that finds it the fastest, right? And you guys are the core community. And right now we don't have very much of an extended community just because it's not big enough in scale yet for that. But there is an extended community, and I know people who are a part of that. And I know people who just now finished the part 1 of the egg hunt, too. So it's not like it's all for naught. You know what I mean? There's a strict anti-leaking rule. You're never going to be able to bottleneck knowledge. It's extremely hard to do that, and if unless you keep it absolutely private among trusted individuals, then the bottle keeping knowledge is, or gatekeeping knowledge, sorry, is it's never going to happen. Like I said, that's why a lot of games do stuff like you know, battle passes. They can only be progressed so much per day, like with daily missions and stuff like that. Just because if they didn't do that, there's going to be those people that just, you know, plow through it in less than 24 hours. Which is kind of why, you know, I probably have to do somewhat the same thing. I mean, I don't really like to limit the amount of progress you can make per day, but if you don't do that, then the people will just get through it so quick. They'll get through it at such a rate that you won't even be able to make content for the game to keep up with it. It'll be just too fast. Nice one, Rossi. Can you ask me a question? You just did. Congratulations. I'm behind on chat here because I've been ranting about game design. That's something I like doing if you haven't noticed yet. Alright. Like, catch up over here. Blah, 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 blah. Gives an excuse to make it harder. The leak was in the handle of the bucket. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so basically more people around next year gives me an excuse to make the icon harder. Yes, you're right. I have to provide some context to these messages now so people who are not familiar with the chat or don't have like a perfect record of it know what I'm talking about and how I'm responding to these things. Let's see. You need to grind product Zomboid from the Zomboid egg of obligatory product Zomboid reference from Rossi. I could in a puzzle type thing. Puzzle type thing is still padding time by knowledge because, I mean, this was like the golden egg was kind of a puzzle type thing, but it still got figured out. And they disseminated amongst people really quickly. No Discord announcement, we already got that. You haven't gotten Captivator still. The RNG is bad, rip. I get my mods to do it. Get Wyatt become the Storm Subbot again. I should. Yeah, Wyatt, can you just ping everyone every single time I stream? Thanks, Wyatt. Appreciate it. Yeah, multiple people can discover knowledge as well, even if you silence one person. Exactly. My test team is gonna be for later. Right now, the entirety of the test team is like the percentage of the test team that is just the rest of my community is so large that it feels kind of silly to section off like a specific group of people for testing. Because like whenever I get ready to start testing V4, I'm just gonna do a stream on it. Like it's gonna be in a separate game, but I'm just gonna do a stream on it and be like, all right, come help me test V4. Like, I'm not going to limit it just to the test team, you know? The hunt kind of sucks. I've heard a lot of people saying that. You haven't found the golden egg yet? You're one of my favorites then. Even if the golden egg was found quickly, you can still say that it was more creative than any game in the hunt could come up with. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. How do I feel about the golden egg being found quickly? Extremely, extremely disappointed. In a very genuine way. Make every egg like Wyatt so it's skill based. Yeah, but the thing is if I make it skill based, or like I make it like parkour based, I also have to have like an industry grade anti cheat for like movement checks, because then people are just gonna cheat and use exploits. Thankfully, you know, I've got a small enough community and you know aren't assholes. Otherwise, I would have banned you already. But I don't have to really deal with exploiters and cheaters as of right now. But that's part of what I'm doing V4 for is because I know that once the game gets bigger, I'm not going to be able to just, you know, manually moderate it all. So I'm going to have automated systems in place that will keep those things in check. Because the more people you put through a tunnel like that, the more the tunnel's going to break. The sheer volume of people is sometimes mind-boggling to handle, and make things that that can support all that. Would be added to the test team. Oh, what motor do you want to be on it? I mean, it's not really like an official thing. It's literally never been used before. Next year's golden egg should be played to. Yeah, in order to get next year's golden egg, you have to play Team Fortress 2 for 12 hours straight. You're right. I'm gonna have like a. You have to link your Steam account to like an external server of mine to figure out if you've played TF2 for long enough, then you get like a voucher code for your Roblox account. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that, obviously, but it's funny. Don't tell Storm using it. What's his name? I'm banning his ass right now. You got the captures. Good job, Pigeon. Let's see it. I'm gonna go AFK because I wanna see Pigeon overtake Super. I'd like a whole thing for Super's overtaking of Natalia, so I'm gonna at least chill here for Pigeons. You pinged me months ago to be added. Oh, might be. What's up, Benzo? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, man. If you don't know, we play Captivator. This is my old 2016 game. He's getting the spiel, guys. This is my old 2016 game. I've kind of left it alone for quite a long time. Pretty much disappeared from Roblox for the most part. But here recently I've come back and I've been reviving it. I'm giving it updates again, and we stream it and play it every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to come play with us, you're more than welcome to. After I do a bunch of major updates here, I'm going to start running ads as well. So this is all just like the preliminary stuff. Hey, Dexter as well. Well, I'm going to assume that you heard that same thing I just said, and that spiel applies to you as well. But thank you for follow. I should add you onto the mod team so that you can mod abuse. I mean, that seems to be what moderators do for the most part, because there's not enough cheaters to ban. There's not any really other outstanding problems that we can't just handle on our own. But either way. Trying to make the SAC, the Storm Cell anti-cheat. What's funny is I actually want to name it that, actually, because I'm a big fan of Valve and, like, you know, their products and stuff like that. So, and they made VAC, you know, to varying degrees of success. But I think it'd be funny to call it Storm Cell anti-cheat as well. It's something that I want to be writing from the ground up. I mean, I've already started on it. Actually, I started on it in the Ball Blast era. I'm going to reuse some of that, like the lag compensation part of it. So I'm going to try and make like an entire anti-cheat suite. It's going to be nice. During like 2019, you used to exploit a lot because you're bored. I've actually never exploited in any game, actually. I've never downloaded cheats or done any of that. You're going to go find the golden egg and you don't want anyone to help you. So if you join, you'll friend him. Yeah. Mojo's doing it the vanilla way. Good luck, brother. So was that a yes? A yes to what? I already forgot what you said. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, no. I already kind of have in mind who I'm going to make the next moderator. If you've been very active in the Discord, you probably know. They like your pet? It was Penguin's idea? Oh yeah, your pet sucks. It's worth a shot. No, I mean, no, man, you fit some of the qualifications. I mean, for one, you're not a child. Very cool. Yeah, I just have to get to know you better, you know? Which mod abused? Man, when is the leaderboard going to update? Yeah, at the time when Baby Storm Cell made this, he didn't really understand data stores at all. It's kind of a wonder that this game even saves data. But I think at the time also, like, the data store limits were a whole lot more strict, and so I made it to where it only updated every 10 minutes. Instead of like every, you know, minute or 2 minutes, you know, something a bit more sane. So this takes a fat minute. But what we're waiting for here is waiting for oh, there it is. Never mind. It updated. Congratulations, Pigeon. You are now the #1 Captivator player, at least in terms of captivating. The moderator team is basically the Storm's friend group. I mean, I have plenty, like I have a lot of online friends, and not all of them are moderators. So, I mean, it's not like a one-to-one thing. But yeah, congratulations, Pigeon. You screenshot this moment. Fake, this is a fake board. Get on CS2, get to know you pretty well, pretty fast. Oh no. I get to know the most raw version of you, eh? Every time he gets killed, I get to know his character a little bit better. It's a wonder that this game functions. Knowing Baby Stormcell, this is basically code on a silly string. You didn't even know Baby Stormcell. You joined like 2 days ago. I mean, you're also a lost soul, but you know, you didn't know. You didn't know. I'm still holding you to that. You didn't know. You would say Steve Bertie's not an adult yet? Yeah. That makes her disqualified for being moderator. Sucks for her. Is the board even made out of certified wood? It actually is. I imported some real life wood into the game. Because Baby Stormcell couldn't figure out how to make wood textures. Mod team is his online friend group, and Swoto is his IRL group. Rare, Swoto mentioned, but I actually met Swoto online, but they are now my in real life friends too. Me and Baby Stormcell go way back. Come to my basement in real life and get to know me. Yeah, I'm sure. You played this game in January 2017? Yeah, you don't remember anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gustav new mod? Casey, you're really perceptive. You're really perceptive. Are you talking about whenever I was talking about who I was considering for moderator? I've been playing with Gustav here recently. We were playing some Helldivers last night. I've always liked Gustav. He took the wood from Wood Waterworld. Yes, because Wood Waterworld and Captivator are canonically connected. Just guess. Baby Stormcell couldn't code data stores, but was able to get his board certified. Where did Swoto come from anyway? Okay, Swoto, dang, that's like, that's not Baby Stormcell, that's infant Stormcell. That's like sperm Stormcell. Sperm cell. I met them even before Captivator. If you ever see them join the game, they have special chat tags that no one else has. Because Captivator was in alpha before it was in paid access beta. But there was only 3 people who made it to the alpha. That was Restarted Wiz, Prep Blocks, and Skill24. The Swoto members. Specifically, Restarted Wiz, Micah, as I call him. It feels weird to call him by anything else, but he's got the only pre-alpha tag of the entire game. Because he got in before the other 2 did as well. The other 2 have the alpha tag. But yeah, if you guys notice Inno having like the beta tag, there are older tags than that. There are indeed older tags. Those are some absolutely vintage tags. They played the game before it was even finished. No, like, but for real though, Micah, he's got a pre-alpha tag. He earned that tag because he was in the game with me nearly every day helping me test things. I would change something, restart the whole game, have him rejoin, and he would test it with me again. Because at the time, I couldn't open up like multiple different clients to test on. No, he's a real one. He's also the same guy who made this game's music. So yeah, the Swoto lore goes deep. The Swoto lore goes really, really deep. Hello, Stormcell. Hello, Gustav. Gustav, would you be interested in diving into hell after stream? My fellow democracy fighter. Yes, Gustav. Yes. Gustav, I've been doing some off-camera grinding on Helldivers. So I've learned how to play the game now. So I am now competent. I will no longer be walking around aimlessly trying to figure out what to do, as everyone blows everything up before I can learn how to like explode it. Helldivers like Lethal Company, you heard they're similar? Not at all. not at all. No, in Lethal Company, I think it's more like you're trying to get past monsters, but no, in Helldivers, you are the monster. You really want the firepower. Yeah, they are not similar at all. You wish it wouldn't crash every 5 seconds? Yeah, I do too. It only crashed to me once today, though. Anyway, besides, I don't think that, like, the game crashing at that rate is, like, justification for not playing it. Just because, I mean, if you wait for, like, all the problems to be sorted out, then, like, the initial hype and fun of the game is going to, you know, be gone. So, I'd rather just deal with it. I'd rather just deal with it and, just to get to enjoy it while it doesn't crash, you know? You had a friend describe the game to you. They mentioned Lethal Company and said that, yeah, they're similar. Yeah, Mojo, their friend is stupid. Has your friend ever touched a computer keyboard before? Have they ever played a video game? This sounds like the kind of friend who'd be like, oh yeah, Mario Brothers and Helldivers are the same thing. Helldivers has armored soldiers with heavy guns. Yeah, exactly. They'll probably fix it pretty soon. I mean, I hope so, but like I said, I mean, it's still stable enough for me to get to enjoy it, like, you know, 99% of the time. It's also the friend who ran through a glass door. Well, it sounds like they received some brain damage from that then. Or maybe, you know what, maybe they probably had existing brain damage if that's the case. Yeah, they probably had existing brain damage if that's the case. You hammered him while you ragdolled one too many times. What? Out of context, that sounds confusing. You're playing Wood Waterworld and Storm Cell Working PC joined you. Who would have guessed that Wood Waterworld will become relevant in the year 2024? I mean, that's the silver lining to all of this. Yeah, I'm also, by the way, guys, while you're in all of my old games, and this is purely just me asking for help here, would you please like them? Like, drop a like on the games. I sound like a YouTuber now. Like and subscribe to Escape Lobby. But no, while you're there, can you legitimately just like, thumbs up the game? They've gotten nuked over the years, and their ratings are horrible. And they don't deserve to be that way. That, you know, they're relics of their own eras, and it makes me kind of sad to go in there and see Lobby with like 50% like ratings. I'm like, it's a good game. There ain't no way that it deserves that. Join my free gift card giveaway. Yeah. Yes, smash like. I should add riot shields for Captivators. Funny story, that was actually intended for the game's release. There was supposed to be riot shields, but looking back on it, I'm really glad that I did not add them, just because they would have not worked. They would have not worked at all. Why would make a water part out of wood? Wouldn't you just get a splinter while sliding down? The whole reason why I made Wood or Waterworld was because Roblox at the time had just released the wood material, and they were having like this big contest about it to see who got like the coolest game with it. And so that was my entry. That was baby Storm Cell. Wood Waterworld was so fiery, I had to use the water to put it out. Of course. Escape Jolly 3 when? Unironically, and I say this with all seriousness, I will make Escape Jolly 3 when Escape Jolly 2 gets 1 million visits. That's always been like the tradition. Once Escape Jolly gets 1 million visits, the next edition shall come out. I think EJO 2 is at like 600,000 visits right now, so. Where's the egg? I ask anyone at this point, but I'm not giving out hints. Shields for the runners would be wild. Parrying the capsules will be so OP. Yeah, it would be. Here's the context. Oh. Did the Wanwood Crown originate from that contest? Yes, CPU, it did. I entered into the contest that the Wanwood Crown originated from. I lost, but I did get a compensation prize. The Tree Hugger Visor. Spam join and leave Escape Jolly 2. You have to do that 400,000 times. So you know what? If you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. If you bring it to 1 million visits, then sure, you earned it. When someone ragdolls after being knocked out and getting up, you can re-knock them with the hammer. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. You're gonna hire a coder on Fiverr so you can make a bot to get visits for Jolly 2. Bro wants Escape Jolly 3. No, I'm actually going to make Escape Jolly 3 out of a scrapped version of Escape Jolly 2. So there is an unreleased, unknown version of Escape Jolly 2 that no one's ever seen. Aside from maybe a few people. But either way, definitely none of you know about it. I don't even remember if I did show anyone back in ye olden days, but it was a scrapped version of Escape Jolly 2 that never made it out. So I'm going to pick that back up and expand it, and then make Escape Jolly 3 out of it. So it's going to feel very, very with the times. And I guess if that one gets a million visits and I have to make a 4, then I'll figure it out. I'm sure I can still captivate that same art style. There's a 2, no Ember, they're just messing with you. Geo 2.5. Escape Jolly 3, The Apocalypse. Escape Jolly 3, Back for Vengeance. Now, someday, like, maybe like once I've got everything going again, I want to make like a game, a group called Storm Cell's Bad Games. Where I just publish like low effort obbies and stuff. Not low effort, just kind of like, because I like my little, like, escape to school obby, escape to jail obby, and all just goofy things like that. And it doesn't make any sense to, like, release it as like a mainline Storm Cell gang. So I want those to be like, actual proper full-fledged games. Move Ball Blast to that group. Shut the fuck up. I'm still AFK. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking right now. If it's that much of a problem, just put some Subway surfers on the bottom so that you can have something to look at. Move Captivator to that group. I'll move you to that group. How's that sound? Right next to your mother. Never get to experience blasting balls. I honestly considered putting it in Ball Blast. Just to give the game some traffic, I considered putting it in there just to give the game some traffic. I thought it would have been cool. But I didn't. I thought it would be too obvious. I wanted to go for something really, really off the wall. Like something just really out there. Like on the far end of like the Storm Cell galaxy, The outer rim. Freaking wood water world. Anyway, I'll come back into the game now. Just beat this guy up. Never mind. Never mind. I win. Ember, did you complete part 1 of the egg hunt? I think you did. Yeah, you did, didn't you? I remember you saying something about you completed part 1, didn't you? Also, by the way, I mean, there won't be a part 3. I'll just go ahead and say that now. This is the last of it for this year. Helldivers 3, Escape Jail. It took you a week to complete? Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. The core community, like I've said before, y'all are just ravenous piranhas. Y'all just, I drop a little something in the water, like, a little meat, a little piece of content. Y'all just, swarming. We want more. That's the core community, right? But the extended community, people who aren't, super involved, people who aren't super sweaty, it takes them longer, so they get to enjoy it. So it's not like it's all for naught. So while it might seem like everyone's already found it, like everyone completes it in just a few hours, then after that nothing matters, like there's no more news. It's not really that way for everyone. As a game developer and as anyone who's managing any kind of community or any sort of online thing with scale like that, you have to understand that you're not always going to be able to see the entire scope of everyone who plays your game or watches your videos or like goes to your streams and stuff like that. So you have to be mindful of the people who aren't. You have to be mindful of the people who aren't just the vocal population. Also, could be called the core community. Several hours a day each day. It was while I was streaming that you went egg hunting. Need a ton of help with the ones in hard reach locations, which is most of the eggs. Yeah, see, it's like for Ember, she got to enjoy this event over the course of a week, right? Yeah, see again, extended community. Snappy's here. Snappy, we love Snappy. But he's not always here. But he's come back to try and find the egg hunt. The egg, the golden egg, and he's probably not gonna find it too fast. It might take him some time. Also, if anyone hasn't spoiled it, or anyone hasn't found it yet, don't spoil it for them. Don't be an ass. We've been starved for years, Storm. You can't expect us to not be ravenous. Well, like, what do I gotta give you people to sate your appetite that you've been starved for years? Like, what is it that I must do? Like, how many new games do I have to launch before I'll be satisfied? You came back to this game recently, so you've just been having fun riding the wave? Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure. The egg trail is so good, you get nerd face and epic face in one trail. I'm not gonna lie. I've quickly made the trail, the Egg Hunt 2024 Captivator trail. I tested it a few times. Like I was just like, all right, bet it works. Ship it. So if you get 2 trails, then sure, whatever. Need V4 for our appetite. Well, you know what? I'm working on it. So be patient. You've already waited for like what 4 years. I think you can wait for another however long it takes me. Next year, can you have an egg? No. No. Actually, nobody is getting an egg next year. I only did the community eggs because the community is small, and so it's manageable and like actually makes sense to do that. But next year, I mean, we've already experienced like a ton of growth in just a few months that we've been doing this Captivator revival, right? Imagine how big it's going to be next year because it's only going to get exponential from here. You know, we already have the natural growth of the game nights and the streams and everything else, you know, related to that. And then, you know, next year, by this time next year, we'll most certainly have had ads, many of them, and for a long time. So imagine there are hundreds of people who play this game on the regular. You know, it doesn't make any sense to get them to give them eggs, even if you did do that. The sheer scale of the community would just be so big that let's say I did make like 30 people into eggs. Well, the rest of the community or people who play that game wouldn't even know who they are. Do streams start earlier now? No, it's just daylight savings time for Americans. Excuse me. We're gonna have to make a Captivator channel on the Discord at some point, wouldn't we? Actually, I mean, this is like, you know, future, like later this year stuff, but I probably will end up making like special chat rooms. I'll probably make like a new category for that hosts chat rooms for each one of my games, because I'm going to use the same server for all of my games. I like to keep it all organized in one spot. Also, that's really good for like what I call a cross-pollination, because if you join a server for like, you know, Ball Blast, for example, and then you know, you see people and you see stuff for Captivator as well, it's, you know, it's a way of kind of cross-spreading players across all different games that you have and the different types of things that you do, whether that be videos or streams or whatever else. So it's really good and beneficial growth-wise to have it all on the same server. It's just a matter of figuring out how to organize all that and display all that information in a digestible way. So main chat will continue to exist, but once the game, or once my entire community evolves past just Captivator, I'll probably add a new section of channels, like for text chats that specifically pertain to just one of the games. So like Captivator chat, you know, Ball Blast chat, unreleased game number 1 chat, unreleased game number 2. You get the gist of it. 1 message a month in Ball Blast chat. I'm only going to give it relevant. Like I'm only going to give text channels to relevant games. So Captivator and the next 2 that I want to release this year. If you had a nickel for every time someone complained about your invasion, be rich. True. I lost soul, eh? We should give them the spiel, shouldn't we? It's weird to think that we were at the optimal time for this community. I mean, yeah. Yeah. 2 active people in Noob Slapper 3000 chat. I mean, like I said, I'm going to give it to like relevant games. So Bob Blast is probably not going to get one unless I decide to return to that game, kind of like I did to Captivator, which I'm not entirely opposed to, because I think the idea for Bob Blast was really cool and could have gone a long way. It's just that, I mean, I was not developed enough as as a developer, and probably as a person as well, to be able to make that actually successful and maintain that whole thing. But, you know, Ball Blast did not go the way I wanted it to. And truth be told, neither did Captivator. So, I would like to revisit those things. Kind of, yeah, make up for quote-unquote regrets. Or, it's not like a regret. I mean, it's like a... I'm trying to find a word close to word regret, but not the word regret, if that makes any sense. Will you keep your noob roll? No. It's a temporary roll of shame. I give it to people at whim. Wood Water World chat is most active? Yes. Zero messages a year in noob slapper chat. Captivator is easier to build off of. Actually, I mean, I only came up with like a lot of these ideas after I decided to bring Captivator back, and after we were already kind of all talked about it and all came up with ideas and all kind of, you know, talked about it together. Ball Blast had and does have a lot more that was never added to it. In fact, if anything needed like a sequel, it would probably be like a Ball Blast 2. But I mean, I could probably, I mean, since Ball Blast 1 never made it out of beta, quote unquote, I could just fully release the game, as in rebuild it, and then just use previous data, but change everything. Because I think the idea of like having a shooter game where all the objectives are based around punching giant balls around to score like in different ways is really clever. And there's a lot of things that you can do with that. It's just that it never made it that far. Remorse? Yeah, something like that maybe. It's more of just like, maybe not from the outside, but from my perspective, I know that Captivator and Ball Blast and a lot of these different things could have been a whole lot more. And knowing that vision, but never having it, never have seen it, never had, I don't know, never having had it realized sucks. Taking care of unfinished, yes, thank you, Siren, thank you. Yes, taking care of unfinished business. It's kind of like that. Thank you. Could pull a Hello Neighbor, completely different games than the beta and final product. Yeah, I could. Tying up loose ends. Yeah, exactly. Except tying up loose ends is kind of more like I would be getting rid of it, or like stop working on it after I've picked it back up again. But, you know, Snappy doesn't like non-black Captivators. Well, returning to loose ends, yeah. In Ball Blast 2, can you blast off the enemy's balls with your gun? No. No. You never got the noob roll? What do you mean shame? You enjoy a roll heavily? It's supposed to be the roll of shame, it just doesn't work apparently. Untying the loose end, yeah. It's still not time for business. Yeah, we know it was speaking of business, but yeah, you're right, it's not time for business. The egg trail is a good compromise. I mean, the egg trail is just like a limited time item to purchase with the event. I mean, those things are very lucrative. Like whenever you have like a player base of any kind of scale. But at this point, I'm kind of just doing it to practice. Because like in the future, let's say for example, you have 10,000 people that run through your game as obviously not like all at once, but like you have 10,000 people who regular your game, right? And if you have an event and everyone's excited about it, and if you sell commemorative items for that event, well, I mean, people love that. People are like, oh my goodness, this is fun and limited time, and I get to commemorate my involvement in this event. And then, you know, they get something they like, and you can make an extra buck off of it. So it's win-win all around. But of course, at this scale, it's kind of just more of like just a notion. I don't think that I've increased Sapphire sales at all by launching this egg trail. You love the egg trail? Appreciate it. Lower the price, it's going to stay at that. It's 200 sapphires, man. It's not much. It's a cool memento. Yeah, it is. And I would kind of like to do more of like limited time, you know, event items as well. It's like a nice little way to complement whatever the current running event is. Because I'm going to do the same thing with the April Fool's event. I'm going to have a bullet trail of like little bullet PNGs. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but you know, it's just something funny. It's just something funny. You had to buy sapphire to cut the trail. I mean, I guess that proves it's effective in some capacity. No, it's not, Rossi. Obtain employment. When you say compromise, you mean it's a good way of doing something similar to the community egg pets, without having to make a pet for each egg. I guess it's also something that everyone gets to enjoy, and not just people who end up getting an egg made after them. You know. So that's something as well. You found a use for your 411 Robux. More sapphire. Yeah, exactly. What? As if that wasn't a question before. Luckily, you had bought 1,000 sapphires before, so you could use it for the trail. Yeah, congratulations. I mean, you just got really good timing. I think I remembered you having bought those sapphires, and then I was like, man, he really got lucky with having not spent them. Just saved them. It's just smart, you feel like? You're also biased because you think it's cool. Well, I'm glad you like it. Because I was trying to come up with something neat, and I had to make like a new type of... I had to make a special script for this trail, because the Captivator trail system is very rudimentary. But in V4, whenever I expand the capabilities of the game, I'd like to do stuff like Captivator trails that aren't just particle effects, maybe some that are like actual like trail objects, also some that are like maybe spawn actual 3D models. Because like imagine like a trail, like a Captivator trail that would maybe like a Captivator trail that spawns ooze, you know, like it drips, and like those drips like fall on the ground and create like little puddles. That'd be a really cool trail. Good luck making that happen in V3. But you know, with a more versatile version of Captivator, it's a whole lot easier for me to pull things like that off. So even just the potential for different types of cosmetics and more uniqueness and variety in the cosmetics is unlocked a lot with good old V4. You had to buy sapphires and spent your on the backflip emote and some crates. That was fine. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you know, it's not necessary to the event, but it's just like a nice little bonus thing for people, for those who can afford it and want to afford it and want to have like a little bit of memorabilia from the event. Incoming invasion complaint. Yeah. Dang it. Also, apparently I left the collisions on the little tail in the bunny suit. So, whoops. My bad. But yeah, the event will run, for anyone who doesn't know, until March 31st. And then right when the egg hunt event ends, we go straight into the April Fool's event, where we're going to be adding guns for probably about 2 or 3 days. I hope that I don't end up spending more time making these guns than the entire like duration of the event. I'm going to be pissed off. I hope that I can just sit down and one day, one night rather, hammer it out, make the Capti gun, build it to work with the Captivator, build it to work, use the same applying damage system the runner weapons do. Because that system actually can... Okay, cool, I surfed off somebody. Because that system actually can damage runners too. It just doesn't. So it should be pretty versatile. I'm hoping for a pretty easy creation of a Captivator gun here, but we'll see. I swear, I better not end up spending like a week on this. I would be so pissed. A 3-day war of Captivator. Some sort of good historical name for this update. So we can retell it to the new gens. No, we have to, we just have to gaslight all the new gens. We have to gaslight all the new gens. Be like, hey, did you unlock the gun? What do you mean you don't have the gun? Yeah, here's a picture of it. Here's a video of it. What do you mean you haven't unlocked the gun? And then make all kinds of like misinformation videos on how you unlock the Captivator gun. The gun update wasn't real. Yeah, or that we released like media of it out there like old screenshots that people can find in the Discord server, like by scrolling up in main chat a lot, I guess. And then people will be like, "Oh, how do you get a gun in the game?" And then everyone who got to participate in the event will collectively all agree just to gaslight them into telling it didn't exist. Like, what do you mean guns? Captivator's never had guns, dude. I mean, I guess there would be the bullet trail, Captivator, or capsule trail. But we'll just say that came from a different event. We'll just say that it's an old shop item that got removed. Can't get it anymore. Which would be true, actually, because it's going to be kind of the same fashion that the Egg Hunt 2024 trail would be in. It'll be a shop item that runs along with the event. Those aren't bullets, they're flowers. Yes, exactly. Now, I actually, for practice in Blender, I modeled a realistic bullet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a render of that, and I'm just going to use it for the capsule trail. I mean, I own the rights to it. I made the bullet. So it's a good way of getting an ultra-realistic bullet image without having to, steal it from Google Images, which I don't want to do that, obviously. Legacy item, yeah, exactly. This Capti gun for 50 sapphires is so sick. Why is the bunny suit tail normal? What do you mean? Define normal. How much will the bullet trail cost? You only have 8 sapphires to your name. It'll probably be the same as the Egg Hunt 2024 trail. The 200 sapphires. Post misinformation like that, yeah. Yeah, it'll probably be 200 sapphires, just like this trail was. I also think it'd be a really cool idea, probably in like the cosmetic update, which is kind of, it's the cosmetic update, but it's also the same time monetization of the game is getting revamped. I think it'd be really, really cool to make it to where you can gift items to other players. Like, for example, if you go to buy sapphires, you can either buy them for yourself or buy them for someone in the server. Because there are some people who want to, like, have stuff, and their friends will be totally willing to, buy them something, but they can't do it because the game doesn't support it. I know that Fortnite actually does that. You can buy the battle pass for somebody else and gift it to them, which is really cool. And that's something I want to be able to do for Captivator. You could just say, "Oh yeah, you used to be able to buy Capti guns, but it was removed, like golden sticks. It's 2 AP." Yeah. Super DC'd. Rip. Ember and the egg trail? What do you mean? Does Ember not have the egg trail? You need the Fortnite battle pass. Look me at brother. Yeah. And so people who, I mean, this is going into pure monetization territory, but, I like to discuss these things too. Let's say, for example, people who are loaded, who like to spend money on their games, they bought, pretty much everything they're going to buy, but their broke-ass friend, they don't have anything. And so the loaded player, the whale, if you will, is like, "I got you. Here's some sapphires, bucko." And then all of a sudden, the free-to-play player is happy, the whale is happy, and the developer is happy. I see no L's here. Say the guns were a paid DLC. Yeah, I don't see any downside to letting people gift each other things. 3 times cap chance gifting? No. I should say, though, it wouldn't work with Game Passes because Game Passes are, like, just the way they work with Roblox. You can't gift people a Game Pass. So, but it looks like I'm going to be doing less and less Game Passes just in the future of Captivator, in the future of making all my games. And let's see the different Game Pass we have now. Obviously, double capacity is going to die. Custom color is actually probably going to die too. And each color will be like unlocked individually, along with like the color patterns update. Capti chance, that one can stay. That one doesn't really matter. Double XP, that depends a lot on how any kind of, if battle passes do exist for the game and how they do exist will determine whether or not double XP dies. And then VIP, I just think that VIP is kind of useless. I feel like a better iteration of VIP would be kind of more like something that you kind kind of like a subscription thing maybe, with a whole lot better benefits than what it gives now. I think that would be a whole lot better way to do VIP. So then at that point you'd only have like 3 times Cappy chance. Rework VIP. I mean, I don't know. VIPs have always been a bit of a struggle point for me to figure out like good things to add to VIP. Because most Roblox games just give VIP players like OP weapons and stuff. But obviously I don't want to do that. So, we'll see. But I mean, no matter what happens, like, if a game pass that you own gets sunsetted, basically what that just means is that either a different way to obtain that will be created, and it will no longer be sold anymore, but you will be grandfathered into it. Or, in the case of double capacity, you'll be given like a special item to kind of commemorate it once it becomes a default for everyone else. Baby Creeper Pug used to spend a lot of Robux on Game Passes. He had OBC for a few years. Yeah. Add a skin only VIP players get. Yeah, it's called Valhalla. It's right here, my guy. It's right there. You got more Robux than you spend, so you have plenty right now. Yeah. Oh, a weapon skin. Okay, I see. Well, see, the thing is, there's so many different ways to customize in Captivator, like in the future. I've got a lot of different customization categories written down here. I just want to make sure I had the gifting thing written down. Never heard of that one before? Oh, yeah, you're being sarcastic. I was like, what's he talking about? Well, there would be runner weapons with a Captivator color palette, like neon red and dark titanium. No. I mean, that sounds kind of like a legendary skin type thing. You know, like a Captivator stick. And so it kind of has like the same, it kind of inherits the same pattern, like visual design that Captivators have. That's a pretty cool idea. But it probably manifests more in like the legendary skin territory type thing. Because I've said before, I want to make legendary skins have like a special, something special to them, like a special model, like a particle effect, you know, something like that. You know what I mean? So I think that fits a whole lot better under that category. I just saw a screenshot of Pigeon being in the #1 on the leaderboard. Congratulations again for that. That's pretty cool. I want to see Super's reaction to this, although she says she doesn't care, but I wanted to ping her anyway. There we go. Said, how do you feel? See what she says. Oh wait, she's in the game, isn't she? I forgot she got here. Whoops. Super, how do you feel? I could probably just use my microphone and talk to her at this point. I'm gonna ping her in the Discord. Let's see where she's at. She's probably all sweating somewhere. Oh no, she's in jail. Where did she go? Ah, yeah, there. Imagine. Look at it. Jail. Heck, the sticky note is like haunting. Imagine you're in like a derelict prison. No one's around, then you look through the bars and you see this little colon 3 staring straight into your soul. It's horrifying. You realize the ultimate dunk? What's your ultimate dunk? Are you talking about the basketball hoops, or? Storm forgot. But how do you feel? I know, but I'm just antagonizing her, okay? I know damn well how she feels. I am at ease. What about when I add the Liberations leaderboard in V4? How do you feel about that? Super Lee Roblox. Even more at ease. Wow. I think we need leader. I think we need like weekly leaderboards too, with some kind of prize that you get for being on that leaderboard, like when it resets, like some kind of special suit or something, you know. Does anyone here have more than 23,000 liberations? I have 7.8 thousand. You have 176? How do you only have 176? I thought you played this game like in the Elden days. I guess clearly you didn't play it very much. You'll probably be on the Liberations leaderboard. We'll see. Liberations leaderboard is only going to include people who like join the game after V4 launches. Like it doesn't have any kind of like pre-populated information. The Liberation leaderboard is going to have her username screen burned in on it. And it's going to use your current liberation stat. I think you misunderstand. It's going to use your current liberation stat. It just doesn't already have that sort of information of everyone who's played the game like the other leaderboards do. You played it when you were like 8. All right, that checks out. But yeah, it doesn't have that pre-sorted information. So once you join, you'll get added to that sorted list. And whatever numbers you have here will be added to that list as your entry. So that just means that you could be number 1 one day. Then somebody who joins the game who had like 3 million liberations could just come and just demolish you, and you would never know until it happens. Do you really think 8-year-old you is grinding out Captivator? Yeah, probably not. So someone like Iador Air has top 10 liberations but never joins. It won't be there. Yeah, not unless I manually looked at their data and then manually entered it into that ordered data store, which I'm probably not going to do that. Iador Air mentioned yes. One of the few lost souls on the leaderboards who hasn't come back. Well, didn't she come back like a little bit? Or like we heard from her. She just doesn't really care. Go back to your hole. What do you mean hole? That's your hole, Pigeon. The pigeon hole is literally yours. Air hasn't come back for a while. Okay, I thought she came back for like a little bit, or like we heard from her, or someone reached out to her, or something like that. Does that mean if you join the game before anyone, you can technically take the number 1 spot? Yes, actually it does. You're right, Vos. That is exactly how that works. If you were the first person to join the game after V4 drops, and your leader stats get recorded and added, since you're only competing with yourself at that point, you would be the number 1 player on the Liberations leaderboard. Also neutral gear, aka flammable farts. So you're doing maths, learning how to conjugate verbs in Spanish. Yeah, that's something I'm never going to try doing. There's lost online a day ago, so there's a chance of reaching her. If there's more than like 9 people and they have more lips than you, then it's Jover. Yeah, that leaderboard's going to sort itself out pretty quick. Because I mean, the people who are going to be here like day 1 are the people who are going to have really high liberation counts. So there's probably not a whole lot of chance for the low liberation count people to really have any time in the spotlight, Doesn't come back. Probably thinking about Star. Oh, yeah, you're right. I knew it was one of those people that I vaguely knew that was on the leaderboard that I didn't really know, but somebody told me that came back. Do you want to see a 0 liberation player on the leaderboard? I mean, that's literally possible. If 9 or less people joined the game by the time it recorded, and one of those players had 0 liberations, then a player with 0 liberations would make their way on the leaderboard. That's you. You have not found a single key. Oh, maybe it'll be you. Maybe it'll be Ember. Ember's gonna come day 1, hour 1, minute 1. Number 1 liberator. What's it look like? So you get a key when you knock out a Captivator. And then you can use that key to step on that little red circle that Captivators drop on, or step on to like drop off their runners in the cage. And then when you do that as a runner with a key, it opens the cage and lets everyone out. But the key just kind of looks like a red glowing key. It's not too special. Like a health card leaderboard. Now you seem to forget that perk cards are going to be phased away, turned into equipable and upgradable perks instead. You thought players are bopping the caps for fun. But you didn't know? Yeah, Ember, you can knock out Captivators for a key. If you bring that key to the Captivator drop-off, it frees everyone. That's how the jail is always opened. You didn't know that? Red didn't tell you. Come on, Red. We'll blame her for this. I'll message Red right now. And scold her for not telling you this. Ah, she's here. Base changes, so base actually? What do you mean? Which changes, Siren? You have no double. Oh, you're talking about the perk cards then, eh? That's actually happening in the update after V4. So we got V4 perky update, which obviously is the perk card rework, and then the cosmetic update, which is when all this cosmetic stuff is going to happen. So Captivator is being renovated in like 3 major updates. I would say that V4 is probably like 60 to 70% of the renovation, though. Everything else is just kind of cleaning up after that. I wonder if you'll still be here for the cosmetic update. Depends on you, man. You thought it was a physical key? You find like all the pieces? No. No, it's not a physical key. It like you can see the key particles on your torso to tell you have one. Like after you knock out a Captivator. Let's see. Let's see if Super Noctis go. No, never mind. Well, I probably won't be able to show you, but little key particles do come out on your character to show you that you have a key. So that's kind of, you know, how you can tell if you got one or not. After you knock out a Captivator, of course. Doesn't depend on you. Depends when you get notified to leave. As long as before August. You join the military or something? You'll be leaving after V4. The Rossi jump is no more. Sorry, Rossi. No more Rossi jump. Only Super knows? Okay, well, I won't press you on it. That would be so funny for someone to have one of 49 badges and it's Glory Seeker. Oh, dude, you're right. If you are on the Liberations leaderboard with zero liberations, you would probably have no badges, and then you would get Glory Seeker. 1 of 49 Glory Seeker. Explain like July. All right. Your slight gripe with keys is that they don't show up immediately, like around your torso, so you don't know like when you have them. Because as soon as you knock out the Captivator, you're instantly marked as having a key. It's just that it takes the particle effect a little bit for it to kind of, you know, populate around your character. I might add like a key section to the UI in V4, because V4 I'm rebuilding the entire UI. Because in V4 I'm rebuilding the entire UI, and so I want to add like a little timer that shows how long it's going to take before you drop portal pieces, because that's a thing, if anyone didn't know. Because you can only hold a portal piece for like 2 minutes before it drops, and then there's like a cooldown how long you can pick it up again. That's just to keep people from stalling the game. But I was thinking about doing the same thing for keys. Like once you get a key, you have like a minute or so until it expires. Because it would kind of help with the whole key bleed problem. Because like there are certain points in matches where, especially with like the whole being able to get keys while having a force field thing, there are certain points in matches where keys just become so prolific that it makes it impossible for the Captivators to ever regain control. And the balance of power tips so heavily in the runner's favor. So I was thinking about one thing that I could do on top of making it to where you couldn't get a key from knocking out a Captivator while you having a force field, is making it so that keys expire after like a certain amount of time. If that makes sense. You and Pooh are getting married. There's like a gang of people. You don't know who got it until it shows up. And it takes a bit. Yeah. Oh, so you're talking about like being able to see if other people have it or not. I see. Wait. Should give Moto my golden stick. This is not a golden stick transfer service. Yeah, I know. You won't be able to take 2 portal pieces to a strange location and install the game anymore. No more hiding in obscure locations for Innovation S. Or in this case, Innovation SN. Do that, you're going to snatch the gold stick in the mail. Yes. It has to have like priority shipping. Not priority shipping, like secure shipping. Otherwise, it's going to get, oh, what's the word? Intercepted. Someone's going to steal your golden stick in the mail. One of the mail workers in the mailroom is going to see a high value item and they're just going to pocket it. See, they're packing it back up. Yeah, Super's a baby. What are you talking about over here? I got behind on Roblox chat. Yeah, you're a baby? What are you, like 12? Probably can't even reach the top shelf yet. Don't ask why you're applying for a job at the post office is for no reason. Yeah, Super is a tiny, tiny little baby. Barely knows how to talk. Yo, Paladins Gaming! Hello, Paladins Gaming. Otherwise known as Gustav. Otherwise known as the man who jumped off a cliff and broke his arm and died. Farmer 3. Oh yeah, Farmer 3 is for getting... It's for pets. Let me see how many it is here for. Yeah, Farmer 3 is for owning 20 pets, I know. And I guess it counts the... I guess it counts the 2024 trophy pet, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, you got the gold egg pet. The trophy. Yeah, and so you just got Farmer 3. That pushed you up to 20 pets, and so you got the badge. You got the porch pirate fit. Nice. Bro's gonna try and... Nice. Bro's gonna try and steal... He's gonna try and steal the freaking gold stick out of the mail. Is what from 2017 Egg Hunt? This is a custom mesh that I made. I made this from scratch. What do you mean from another Egg Hunt? I made this. Are exclusive pets plan to be tradable in the future? Did I go? Oh, that egg. Okay. Gustav's egg. I understand now. I thought you were talking about the trophy. I was like, no, I made that. What do you mean? Yeah, to answer your question, are exclusive pets plan to be tradable in the future? That's something I don't really know. You're asking because if you don't know, if you should get 200 alts with golden egg pets. I don't... Oh, hi, Gustav. I don't know. I've talked about it before because I kind of like want people to be able to have a way to get like ultra rare items. I don't really like when things kind of just get lost to history like that. And it would be giving you guys kind of like a lot of, you know, trading value in the sense that you'll had like ultra rare, ultra limited items. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that would really work. I kind of have to answer that question after all the renovations are done. Like after the cosmetic update, really, just because I don't know. We'll have to see. So if you want to be on the safe side, I guess you can go and farm the golden egg with a few alts. Yeah, 5 trillion sapphires for the Cupid pet. Yeah, someday when I become super famous, people want to have a version of me in my underwear as their pet. So they end up paying a bazillion sapphire worth of items and just to get the Cupid storm cell. Yeah, I think that'd be fun because I always like player-to-player markets. I don't really want to just limit it to skins, but we'll see. I feel like I can't give like a very concrete answer to that right now. So my answer is maybe. But I definitely know that not all items will be tradable. Like golden stick. You won't be able to trade your golden sticks away, sorry. It is a blessing that cannot be traded. Wah, wah, wah. Rossi. Real. Hi, Enno. When am I bringing the Storm Cell merch that brings all the ladies? Yeah, where are you some Storm Cell merch to the club? All the ladies are gonna want a slice of that. But no, I plan on getting the merch store done by the end of this year. That's kind of like one of the lower priority projects. Like right now, it's more important to get things like Captivator going, get income from that, so they can have my whole life to myself instead of having to worry about being employed in other places. Can you trade your luck to someone else or tired of Penguin complaining? Man, you really just brought me and Gustav up here. We're gonna play some Helldivers while we're up here, guys. Is this the gaming area now? The gaming area should have been somewhere with computers, but there's only one computer in this map, so. Uh-oh. He's trying to captivate us. No, Gustav. No, you monster. Give him back. Give him back. Give him back. Oh. Hey, I got him back. Hi, Gustav. Can we have Enno too? Oh. Enno sucked him right out. He paid the bail. That's an interesting idea. What if... Okay, this is just an off-the-wall, random idea I just had as a result of making a joke about Enno paying the bail for Gustav. What if you could pay... Well, what if there was like some kind of like match-specific currency that reset to 0 at the end of each match, or sorry, at the beginning of each match, and you could use that currency to bail your friends out of jail. So it's kind of like a nerfed version of a key. Does that make sense? It's a kind of neat idea. Give you something to collect outside of just portal pieces. Yeah, like a personal key. Like you could like select who you want to free, right? Only free people you care about. Yeah. What if there was like a vending machine? Like a vending machine somewhere in the map, but probably not at the drop off because that would make it impossible to get to. Like a vending machine like somewhere else on the map. So if you found enough like in-game coins, again, only lasted for like that game, you could choose to like let one runner of your choice out. Be kind of cool. I'm not sure if it would really add a whole lot to the game, but I think it's kind of a cool idea. I just fear that it would be kind of confused with... It would be adding a new angle to the game's like core gameplay loop, which could be good, but at the same time, I think it might be kind of confusing because people might get the currencies confused. Because then we'd have gold, we'd have sapphires, we'd have, you know, whatever that temp currency is, if that makes sense. A personal key. You can only free people who care about. Yeah, pretty much. To simplify it, you could even say that like you just freeze like a random person. That way it's a bit more action game friendly. You might want to do it really quickly instead of having to like sort through a whole list, you know? Questionable egg placement. I think bro found the golden egg. Add daily lucky drops in that are opened with daily tasks or minimal to decent rewards at a 0.001% chance for gold stick. He is so fast that there's a personal key. Great for solo runners. They can evade captivators and bail out when their friends to back up. instead of just being screwed from Captivators. Well, I'm not gonna do anything with the intent or with the goal of helping out small servers, because all of this is in preparation for a large player base, right? So it doesn't make any sense to tailor the game towards small server sizes. Make sense? So if I make this decision, if I decide to add this mechanic to the game, it can't be with the intention or with the design of trying to help out small servers. Oh, solo runners as in the last runner standing in full servers. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, in that case, it'd be really good for them. It wouldn't be like game breaking because... Oh, I'm a Captivator. I tried to captivate a Captivator to defend myself from a Captivator because I thought the Captivator was threatening me. But either way, it would be a good way because it wouldn't be like total game crushing, because you could try and... because it wouldn't shift the entire match in your favor. But at the same time, it would be a good way to kind of ease the difficulty of clutching as the last runner. Yeah, it's not game breaking, but it allows runners to slowly chip away the Captivator's defenses on their own. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Oh, you know what? Sure. I think it's a pretty cool idea. So again, to recap for anyone who's lost in the sauce at this point. When I made a joke about NL bailing Gustav out of jail, I thought to myself it would be kind of cool if you could find like a match-specific currency, so like something that would reset to 0 every time the match starts. But you could use that to bail out like one runner from jail. Not fully sold on letting it become a core mechanic. Yeah, me either. You think it being at least like an ability or perk would be great? Well, it couldn't just be like an ability or perk, because you'd have to like go to like a specific location on the map to cash in that currency. You know, like a bailout station. If that makes sense. So it would have to be designed into like it'd have to be implemented into each map. So with it requiring a physical location, it couldn't just be a perk that runners could use. I don't know. I think that's a pretty interesting idea. It would definitely evolve the game. I don't think it'd be like the most complicated thing in the world to learn for new players. So it's not like they have to really, learn it per se to be able to play. 7 levels away from taking down Flower. Oh, really? Wow. Ooh, what a shot. What a shot. Luckily, she only plants once a year. Wait, I had to summon her. We might have to summon Flower. Super might have given up her spot in the leaderboard. Flower might not. You feel like you would need to fit into the Captivator theme though. Like, why did they let you bail out runners? It's good gameplay wise though. Yeah, for gameplay it's good, but in terms of like our fledgling Captivator lore, it doesn't make very much sense. Then again, Captivator's never been really a game that takes itself too seriously. What do the shards look like? They look like shards. Let's go. Oh, for a second I felt complimented. The lore doesn't have to make sense. It kind of helps with the theming of the vibe. You also get the get out of jail free card from Monopoly. But you could, if we did this, we could also do stuff like there could be like a runner perk that makes it to where you start out the game with like a little bit more coins. If you really, let's say for example, you're not a very competitive player. You love the game, but you struggle to go against the Captivators. So you're a more passive player, right? You try to avoid the Captivators as much as possible. Boop. You try to avoid the Captivators as much as possible. You don't really go into combat very much, and like when you do, you lose. You kind of give up on life whenever you're like the last runner remaining. But then, oh look, there's this perk that I can equip. And it allows me to start out the game with more bailout currency. Well, I'm not good, but I like to bail my friends out of jail, and I would never be able to get a key. So, you know, that could really be something that's very, 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 very good for players who aren't very skilled, so they can make an impact on the game as well. Aside from just getting portal pieces. I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool idea. Like some kind of perk that lets you start out with like more liberation coins or this unnamed currency. This bailout mechanic, yeah. There's an egg hunt trail. Yes, Red, there is. It is a limited time trail. Just like we had during the Valentine's Day event. Lore is crucial. He's talking about me. Hey man, I gotta give stuff that appeals to all the different sects of the player base, not just the tryhards. Super. I feel like the bailout mechanic can be sort of like what Henry Stickmin did, where you got sent with a cake with a nail file in it. You could escape. Are you talking about lore-wise? Are you talking like lore-wise, or? I mean, this Captivator is already a universe that has, you know, encapsulation capsules and portals and all sorts of other stuff. I mean, I think it'd be pretty easy to kind of just go based on that theme. Because, like, let's say, for example, this little fictitious vending machine that you spend your fictitious bailout currency at to bail out other runners. Let's say that it works... Oh, Gustav, no. Here, buddy, I got you. What's your username? Oh, Creepers, of course. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. There you go, buddy. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, so let's say that this machine that you used... I kind of lost my train of thought here. This machine that you used whenever you... This bailout machine... It would, like, teleport a runner out of prison. Like, you know, kind of like pull them out. And maybe the things that you collect... You know, the bailout currency could be, like, energy cells or something. Energy cells or something. And it's like, oh, you had to charge up the bailout machine to pull one of your runner friends out of jail. You know, like, teleport them out of there. Like a beam me up Scotty type of situation, you know? I mean, that would make sense lore-wise. Could I add you, please? You just play this game a lot. Well, first off, thank you for playing my game. I'm really glad to see you back, and I hope you stick around. We got a lot of cool things coming up. We do stream this game every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time, and there are several major updates that are coming here pretty soon. After those, there's going to be an advertisement. So, very bright future for Captivator. Good on you to come back here. But I do have to say, I don't accept friend requests from people I don't know. So, I have to at least know you first. But thank you for your offer, and I do appreciate you playing my video game. Back to reading chat. Instead of it being runners bailout captures with money, every single runner a care package lets them escape. But it still has to make sense gameplay wise. So I think it'd be better to make it be like a teleport thing. Like it pulls them out of jail. Like I said before, we already got portal. Like the runners already have portals. If they could make a portal, they could probably make a machine that'll kind of, end or pearl someone out of a certain location. Someone showed you the egg? Of course they did. Goob? Where's Goob? There is no Goob. You're lying. What if it's a barely pulled together scrappy rough capture capsule that selects them out of the jail? Use the stolen parts or not? Well, runners already have their own technology. Goob is here in our hearts. Yeah, you're right. Basically what it just said. Yeah. It said your friend Goob has joined the game. Oh no, that's Goon. Goon with an N, and that's Cleat. Different person. Why is Super Captivator every game? Because the game wants her to overtake you again. So yeah, I think what it comes down to at this point is just a few questions that needs to be answered. And of course, like these questions kind of answer the overall question of should this be added to the game, this bailout mechanic, is for one, what would this item that you need to collect be to bail people out? Probably something that would try, like maybe help power the machine, so like batteries or something like that, you know? And then after that, it's a matter of, can you select who you want to bail out? Or is it just random to make the process of it easier and go faster? I'm the last runner. Man, if only I had a bailout machine right now. If only I had like a vending machine. Oh gosh, yep. You know, on the topic of trying to answer the question of, do you get to choose who you bail out or is it random? There could just be a big random button there that's easily pressable. That way you can either, if you want to, you can sift through the list to find your friend, or you could just, you know, go with the random option if you're just a random person playing a server full of people you don't know. But if you do want to like specifically get your friend out in particular, or like someone who you know is really good in particular, you also have the option to select. So it's like either like a random select or a player select. Somebody laughed at your name the other day. RIP. The belt mechanic would be good as beta or experimental feature. Consider you might be doing extra Captivator modes to be included. One of those for testing feedback. Maybe. I'm kind of bullish on just adding it to the main game, though. It sounds like a pretty big upgrade. And it wouldn't really... I think it would benefit unskilled players the most. And I don't think they would have a negative overall impact on the game. It's the thought, but it feels appropriate to add it in V4. That might be controversial, but... They pick super every time? Well, yeah, that's just strategic picking. They're going to pick the people who are better. Speaking of super. That's not messed up, that's just strategy. That's just smart gameplay. Has a lot of potential, though, to shake things up. Yeah, it does. It's something that we could add to the base formula of Captivator that wouldn't overcomplicate things, but would add a different dynamic for people who aren't good at what the game currently offers. Did I see that? Did I see what? Oh yeah, didn't you get exploded or something? I saw you respawn. You're getting more hooked on this bailout mechanic with more ideas coming along? So you're saying do you like it then? I really think it would do a lot for the game. You lagged so badly. RIP. I think it would do a lot for the game. Again, I think it would give players who are runners, who aren't very good at the game, a way to contribute in a small way that would not tip the balance of the game that much one way or the other. Because like I said before, you know, let's say that you're a bad player. Most of what you do is collect portal pieces and you try to avoid captivators. Well, while you're collecting portal pieces, you probably found some like little batteries or whatever it is that you have to use the power of the bailout machine. And then you're just like, oh no, you know, I'm the last guy left. Oh well, you know, my little goblin self has been running around this entire time collecting batteries. I'll just bail somebody out. You think that sounds pretty cool? I think it does too. What if there's like a fishing rod with him? Allows you to grab someone out of prison every 2 minutes? Nah, it doesn't need to be that consistent. Feels like an extra option, gives you more to do, more ways to gain the upper hand without being unfair or broken. Actually seems great for getting some kind of repetition. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, it adds to the current gameplay formula of Captivator without complicating it too much, because you're already collecting portal pieces, you know? I mean, it's not too far-fetched to collect batteries as well. Then, like, on each map, maybe like depending on its size, there could be 1 or 2 bailout machines. Probably pretty far away from the Captivator drop-off. And it would teleport a runner out, have like a little tube next to it that like opens up and like the character can be in there, all cool-like and all sci-fi-ish. I think it'd be really cool. All of this because Inno teleported Gustav out of prison. Especially a random player button for someone like you who's not familiar with the community members. Yeah, exactly. Because like if maybe you're playing with your friend, you want to pull your friend out. Because I think that being able to select both random and select specific players would make this mechanic a whole lot more meaningful, in the sense that you could just select random if you just needed a quick and dirty option. Or if you want to try to be strategic with it, you can select somebody who you know is good at the game. You'll bail people out with a golden stick. I mean, yeah, it's all the same, dude. That's just smart decision making. That just adds a whole new way to strategize in Captivator. Dude, imagine this. Perk cards can be built around this. Or not perk. It's going to take me a while to stop saying perk cards. But perks can be built around this. People can become bailout mains. Like, that's what they do in this game. They just try to bail other players out and be like, it makes it... This is a supportive runner role. You can play support as a runner. Imagine that. What if we could get some kind of thing that's going like this for Captivators too? You could be a support runner. Medic Captivator role. Runners, bailers, and Captivators. We would be so much better. You would see where we go hard with this. Yeah. You on your way to camp the bailout machine. Well, I mean, you'd have if you did that, then people would just be you wouldn't be able to guard the Captivator drop off either. It would add a new point of interest. That way, Captivator camping wouldn't be as bad either. Because if Captivators are camping the drop off, just teleport one of your buddies out to the other end of the map with you. Medic Captivator role goes so hard. I mean, this would be like a support role for runners. We'd have to think of something similar for Captivators if we wanted to go that route. How do you go about collecting the currency? Would it just be found on the ground like portal pieces? Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to make it like a teleport machine, and in order to activate it, to bail a runner out, you have to find little batteries that are around the maps, just in the same way as you would portal pieces. So you're already going to be in this scavenger hunt mindset looking for things. So it's not a very large leap of logic. It's kind of like in parallel with an existing game mechanic that everyone's already used to. Use instant capture capsule for Captivators that puts runners in jail instantly. Single use ones. I mean, yeah, that can be perks too. Like a perk that allows you to like instantly deposit from wherever you are with a large cooldown. If you camp the bail area and someone camps the jail, I mean, again, strategy. It's good that there are ways to counter this, because that makes it not overpowered. Does that make sense? Teleporter and Lethal Company. I haven't played Lethal Company, so I wouldn't know. Instead of runners being portal gatherers, they become general peace gatherers, trying to hobble things together, let them escape. I guess so. If you want to like try and think of it lore-wise, but also there's more questions being answered here. Like, is there like a certain limit on how many of these batteries that you can hold that you need to use for the bailout machine? Like how many? Like maybe it takes 3 batteries and you can only hold 3 at a time. That way it's not too overpowered or too broken. And if that was the case, there could be a perk that you could upgrade that would allow you to increase your max battery capacity. How about that? And then on top of that, does this bailout machine have a cooldown on it? Probably not, considering if there was limits on how many batteries you can collect. Probably not, but I should play it. I want to play it at some point. It's just not very high on my list. Less lore-wise, more role-wise. Yeah. I think that'd be really cool, actually. Okay, so imagine you need, just for example, 3 batteries that you've found around the map to use the bailout machine to get someone out, right? But you could only carry, by default, 3 batteries. So that means that if you want to have the playstyle, if that's your thing, that you just want to help other players out, you want to play that support role, then you can choose a perk that allows you to increase your max battery capacity, like how many that you can hold at one time. This opens up an entirely new realm for how to play the game. No, Rossi, shut up. Might be good for other stuff like XP gains, and spilling out counts as liberation, right? Yeah, sure. It allows you to play a support role as a runner. Dude, this is huge. Makes runners feel more like survivalists. Makes it less repetitive. Yeah, because now there are more goals. Now as a runner, you have collect portal pieces, knock out Captivators, and collect batteries. There should also be a support role to help with Captivators. Yes, I agree. I just don't know what that would be. Ban super for temp or cap RNG too much. Free runners hit Captivators, collect pieces. Yeah, and it allows you to play. It allows different people who have different gameplay styles to not only be able to evolve that in the sense of there being different types of runner weapons to fit your style, but it allows you to play. It caters to more gameplay styles than just what's there. Captivator tripwires. Some Captivators are allowed to move pieces. I would want a supportive Captivator role to be more in line with something that directly helps other Captivators instead of just pushing pieces around. Reveals the location of a runner who hits and slows them. What if it was like a radar capsule? Like as you throw it, it sends like a radar off of it. And it'll mark runners for you and your team. That'd be pretty sick. You vote bonus time? Yeah, we're on to fire right now. I'm doing bonus time. Captivator attack helicopters. Okay, 1 second. I want to write some stuff down. We're getting too many good ideas here. Where was that one section? Batteries. I don't know. I wrote that other part down. I was thinking of different capture capsule types. Yes, there it is. Okay. Radar capsule. Now, of course, being writing things down doesn't mean it's going to get into the game. That means there's a good chance of it, though. That means I like the idea and I approve of it. You want a Captivator Thanos snap game? Only available to you that puts a random half the runners in prison? It's truly a power outer. It really is. You just keep snapping. Yeah, let's keep reducing them by half. Eventually, you'd only have half runner left. I think Captivators are just hard to come up with ideas currently, since they currently have one playstyle and one objective. Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think, what would be like a supportive role for Captivators? Like, what is something that is in the Captivator's interest that doesn't necessarily directly involve catching people? Maybe like, you know how I mentioned like a radar capture capsule? Captivator spy. That's definitely an idea. Might be a little bit confusing for new players though. Yeah, as I was talking about that, you know how I mentioned like a radar capture capsule? What if there was like a capture capsule that had an alternate function to it in the sense that if you threw it, and if it missed a runner but got in their vicinity, it kind of like shocked them and then took their key away. So if you have, absolute doo-doo aim, like if you have absolute doo-doo aim and you miss people, you can at least absorb keys. Yeah. EMP capsule, yeah. Like as it's flying, it can create like a little arc of electricity that zaps their key. Magnet capsule, stun capsule. Magnet sounds funny. Sucks the key up. Okay, 1 second. I need to write the radar capsule, EMP capsule. There. Some sort of Capti drone that follows runners and to alert the Captivators. Ooh. Yeah, what if you could like place down something onto the map that would kind of scan, What if you put it on like a ceiling then? Because for runners, they would want to be able to destroy it so their position isn't revealed, but runners don't have range. Motion sensors, yes, exactly. 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 Captivator Engineer Gaming, yeah. Trip mines. Some sort of support role, health capacity. Capacity is going to be determined by your capsule type, though. If you get a stun capsule that slows or stops runners, you get aftershock cooldown to prevent stun locking. Yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of these things... Originally, Captivator was intended to have a separate category of item that you bring into the game outside of your capture capsule and outside of your runner weapon. It's meant to be like an equipment category. If we added something like that, we could combine that. You could combine. Okay, so let's say for example, maybe you in your equipment slot as a Captivator used like a motion sensor. And then you can have a motion sensor and whatever your perk is too. So that would actually be a really good way to kind of diversify the gameplay then, because you could mix and match capsule types, an equipment item, and a perk to really tailor the game to your playstyle. See, like just now, I totally whiffed that guy, but if I had an EMP capsule, I would have at least absorbed his key. Maybe with the Capti drone, if it detects someone, alerts the Captivators, it'll keep them marked until the runner destroys it. You 100% be a Bailey. You get jailed all the time. A lot of this would be really, really good to add like an equipment slot. So you could have like your perk, an equipment, and a capture capsule type. Or in the runner case, a perk, an equipment, and a runner weapon. Which we already have different types of those. Captivator jetpack. 5 seconds of fly time. Another good perk for Captivators would be like a AoE healing type thing. So like you could like press a button to activate your perk, which would then instantly give you and other Captivators around you a shot of health. So if you see your buddy getting his ass beat over there, you can if you're close enough, you can press E or something, and it like gives them like some extra juice, gives them some healing, Write stuff down. Should break up you should break up your messages last. Yeah, probably. If you have a capsule that removes stamina, well, the thing about capture capsules is that they always instantly capture. So, oh, Wyatt's here. Hi, Wyatt. Wyatt, we're coming up with fire ideas. I'm liking this though. I think that adding an equipment category would be so cool. Because perks can be more stuff like augments your abilities, like a double jump, like a health boost, like a little like explosion around your Captivator to kind of push runners away from you. Then equipment items could be like this entirely separate category where it's like motion sensors you can place down. In the case of runners, it can be like a tripwire bomb. A Captivator walks by it and it detonates and they get blown the hell up. Instead of that, a healing capsule that when shot at a Captivator gets some health. There you go. That's literally just the Crusader's crossbow from Team Fortress 2. I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down right now. Where's it at? Different capture kill. Brilliant. Captivator turret. You can place it somewhere and it automatically fires capture capsules on an interval. That would be funny, but... Okay, what about a... I'll evolve that a little bit. What if, instead of... Because it kind of sounds like you're talking about capturing from a distance. What if it was more so a matter of, like, you could place down a like a capture capsule trip mine type of deal? And it took up one capacity, Just make sure that whenever a runner steps on it, you'd have space for them. But whenever a runner does step on it, they get instantly put into your capsule, no matter where they are, no matter where you are. Imagine that on prison vents, yeah. Talk about this way back. Captivator abilities related to runners escaping, for example, they got a debuff. They escape. Or harder to escape. Reinforced capsule, yeah. Makes it harder. It raises like the click requirement for runners to escape, yeah. Writing all kinds of stuff down right now. Since we're all cooking, what about a pogo stick weapon that allows you to jump really high and slam into the ground? You mean the maze from Minecraft? A really beefy Captivator suit with high health and low speed. The queso suit. The sandwich. Yeah, heavy from TF2. There's like a perk combo. That Captivator playstyle. New weapon that blurs the Captivator's vision for a few seconds when you hit them. We talked about different runner weapons like obscure vision before. One idea we came up with was a virus USB stick that just downloads pop-up ads into the Captivator. So it blinds them a little bit. Definitely more of a funny item than something that's actually viable. Oh, Gustav needs help. A comically large USB, yeah. Where will the USB port me on the Captivator? I don't know. You haven't been Captivator for an hour and Super's got it like 7 times. Yeah, perk card that gives you more speed when running but less stamina. Yeah. Yeah, that could be something. Why will the US port be on the Captivator? They're asked. Are we doing business tonight? Yeah. Yeah. We always do business. Zip bombs the Captivator and just kills them. Be funny if the legendary skin for a comically large USB stick was a comically small USB. So a regular sized one. For USB stick skins, you could have like different sizes. The 3 terabyte USB stick. I did write that down, didn't I? Let me find my runner weapons section. Here he goes. Kind of like a large USB. Low damage, but adds pop-up ads to the Captivator screen. Sizes for skins. There. You have a Captivator suit that would move like 1 step a second, but throws a capsule really fast. You'd never be able to drop anyone off then. Super speed perk that takes half your stamina. Gives you the evasion speed boost. Okay, that's not a bad idea. It's kind of like on-demand speed boost. Imagine if it's stacked with with evasion speed. Like the world's smallest violence from SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm gonna write that one down though. Perks. Demand speed boost. Exchange for stamina. What volume of malware would you like? 10 terabytes, 8 gigs, 1 meg. A perk card that makes Captivators faster the less health they have. It's not a bad idea. I think some people are like that. The less health you have, the faster you get. Brilliant. 50 yottabytes. Yeah, that was one other idea I had. I forget what it was now. It was one of my own ideas. I'll probably think of it again at some point. I thought about it a few times. Wait. See here though. Yeah, I think that it would be very beneficial to add not all these ideas as perks, but create a new category for them called equipment. And that way you can combine some of these things with perks to create new strategies. I remember what it was now. Okay, I wrote my idea down. Okay, so my idea, this is my idea. So my idea was for a Captivator perk that when you use it, it will go on cooldown, but when you use it, it allows you to kind of like remotely deposit your runners from anywhere on the map, but it will be interrupted if you take damage. It's like you have to be like, don't move and don't take damage for 5 seconds to remotely deposit your runners. That'd be a perk. Attack me one more time, I'll kill you. Why? I've only said hi to you since you showed up. What do you mean? Do you like the April Fool's icon? Yeah, it was good. Been Captivator 10 times. Captivator Sniper has low reload, but no wonky capsule throw. It was only the range card, which is going to be a perk in of itself, so. You have to upload the runners to jail, yeah. I mean, if we're going to have the bailout machine, we're already going to have freaking teleportation technology, so why can't the Captivators just teleport people into jail, you know? With a remote deposit, a bar that appears on your screen that says uploading. Yeah, just like that. You upload your runners to jail. There's a piece in jail. Rip. Yeah, the way it will work is like you press E or something, which like whatever your perk activation button is. And then your Captivator just kind of like kneels or something. Maybe a little antenna comes out of him to signify to runners that this guy is uploading right now. So you can't throw, you can't move, and you can't take damage while uploading your runners to jail. So it makes you vulnerable. And you can't interrupt it too. So you really got to use it when you're safe. Man, it would fix farm map. What's causing you to not be a Captivator? It's just the worst luck. What if Captivators could put down some sort of machine that slowly pulled out portal pieces one by one, send them somewhere on the map, and runners would have to smack it enough times to stop it? That would be an equipment item. You need a choke weapon that drains Captivators' health until they're knocked out. I feel like that'd be pretty easy to counter. Just choke a Captivator. I'll write that one down though. That machine that pulls portal pieces out. I think that'd be pretty hard to get away with, but it sure would be fun to use. A bank drive throw. Some stuff in the tube. You do the same thing with the capsule. Well, it's not like I can make it. It's not like I'm gonna make a tube system like what they got at banks. Just send a runner over. It'll be funny though. Fake pieces that have a slightly different color. We talked about this before. I don't really want to like bait new players out. Yeah, I don't want to. Why does Wyatt have a beard? Oh, thank you for the follow, Footfoot. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I don't want to do the fake portal piece one just because I think it'll be too. It's basically a new player trap because seasoned players are never going to fall for it. Because seasoned players are never going to fall for it. It's only going to hurt new players. It's going to confuse them. They're going to get frustrated. It's like, I thought I was supposed to be getting pieces. And then, you know, I got punished for it, you know? Casey being pink is no problem, but yeah, you got a little beard going. It's not a problem per se. It's just a simple funny. We're coming up with fire ideas for expanding Captivator's core gameplay. Captivators that are being choked can't do anything about it. They need another Captivator to save them. The only thing about that is the current way the game works is already melee. So what that kind of is actually just a golden stick. It's just a delayed golden stick. But I do like the idea of like, I like the idea of it. Key. You have your beard too? Oh, no. Let me check this here. Oh. There's no beard. You just respawn first. I see. Explosive caps went. No, why? I literally came with a perk idea just because you keep exploding yourself. It was last night. I want to make an official perk where Captivators can like self-destruct or something to get runners off of them, as like a get off me type of thing. You need to choke them to death with Storm Cell gasping for air for the audio. I think my family would be concerned if I started trying to record that. But a cloak for runners make them transparent, not fully invisible. That's a good idea. I think cloaked runners is better than cloaked captivators because a captivator is more dangerous than a runner is, like per unit, you know. Blow up AoE stun for runners, yeah. Inna would love cloaked. Inna would be a bailout machine main and running a maxed out cloak perk. Peyton, are you doing it there with those noises? Yeah. Okay, Wyatt, so to catch you up, we're talking about different... oh, goodness. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Was not expecting that. Anyway, now that I had a little stun lock there. Wyatt, you weren't here for this, but we came up with this really cool idea to expand the... like the core gameplay of Captivator. What if there was like this machine that was on every map called the bailout machine? And to use the machine, okay, so what the machine does, first off, is the machine will allow you to free one runner from prison. But in order to use the machine, you need to have collected a certain amount of what will probably be batteries around the map. And you start the match out with 0 batteries. So like you can collect portal pieces and batteries, and if you use like 3 batteries in that machine, it allows you to free either a random player from jail or someone of your choosing. We think it'd be really, really, really cool because it would help out players who aren't very skilled at combat but still want to contribute to the game. So you can like, let's say for example, if you're really bad at the game, you're just kind of like a portal piece drone. You don't like to really combat or... Oh, again, goodness, thank you, Foot. Thank you, appreciate that. And congratulations to Glacial for getting a sub. No longer a victim of paid product placement. So, thank you, appreciate it, man. Will there be a new leaderboard for battery collection too? I don't know, because batteries are a temporary thing. Batteries would be a temporary thing. You would start the game out with 0 batteries. See, it's not like gold, it's not like sapphires. It's a temporary per match currency. But yeah, thank you, Foot. I appreciate you, man. Bales, maybe. Bales will just be a liberation. Yeah, so it's basically like a remote way to bail out a runner from across the map, which would really reduce camping, would really empower players that aren't as skilled. It would give another playstyle. I think it would really just add to the core mechanics of the game overall. Be the MVP battery collector. We could also have like entire perk cards like related to this, because you could have like a perk that increases like the amount of batteries you can hold on you at once, if that's like the way you like to play the game. Like you don't like combat very much, you're not very good at it, but you want to still help out your team in more ways than just collecting portal pieces. It gives you something else to do, and you can tailor your loadout around that. Thank you, Wyatt, for gifting a sub to Foot. It's funny he gifted a sub to someone else himself, but didn't have a sub on his own. Add a runner item riot shield that adds higher luck. Yeah, not the worst idea. I actually built a riot shield for the game back in the day. It was supposed to launch with them. Oh my goodness. What is this now? Oh, Red. Thank you, Red. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Rezinia. Always appreciate you. Y'all are being good to me tonight. You give me bits and subs. And my favorite, ideas for Captivator. I'm legitimately excited about these ideas, though. I am legitimately excited. I'm not even looking at the time or anything. I don't care what time it is. I am excited about these ideas. Because you've caused everyone else to give their money. Yeah. Started a trend. Giving the hero a cape. A capsule with high accuracy but low capacity. That's basically just range. Should add a nuclear bomb weapon that covers people in fluffy pillows. Yes, of course. Taketh and consumeth the gold egg. Return. Giveth gold and ideas and money. Yeah, I'm in a lot of better mood. Thanks, guys. It's happy for the choking weapon. Rossi just wants violence. Like, cause look at this situation. Look at all those Captivators, you know, huddling around the drop-off. Man, that sucks. If only there was a little bailout machine here that I can use some batteries on to bring one of my buddies out of jail. It would also diversify the map placement. Add another point of interest, because so far we only have the Captivator drop-off and the runner drop-off. It would add a third point of interest, really adding a whole lot of to the game. It would really make it a whole lot harder for Captivators to camp. I don't see any downsides to this idea. Imagine bringing someone out in the AFK. Yeah. But no, like, you would be able to, you'd be either able to select a random player to bring out of prison, or one of your choosing. So it wouldn't just be all random. Throw a ladder at the Captivator's head with a rope. the ladder lasso. Captivator dummy that does nothing but you can fool runners with it. The ladder lasso. There. It's like Mercy's Reds. And the person's eating. Yeah, exactly. Why? Yeah, you get the idea. It's exactly like Mercy's Res, and they're like taking by their food, like chomping on it. They're just like, oh, you know, trying to like put it down real quick, like lick their fingers off. The ladder lasso. Did I ever get the ladder lasso written down, or did I write like a different variant of it down? Let me check here. No, I did not. Whip. I did get a whip though. So here's what I have for the ladder lasso. Latches on and chokes Captivators, dealing damage over time. Quick doodle for it. Yeah. If we could have a ranged runner weapon that does like 5 damage. I mean, any kind of ranged runner weapon would be very, very, very limited. You know? Because I don't want to ever just give runners like a bow and arrow or like a gun or something. You want to use your bare hands? Don't worry, Rossi. I've already got one in there for a boxing gloves. Low damage, rapid fire. Just to go to town. Probably make it automatic too. Like you just hold your mouse down and just go to town. Rapid fire. Maybe there could be like a like a boxing glove skin. That'd be like brass knuckles or something like that. Is the fish slap weapon real? Let me check. No, but it is now. What would the fish do anyway? Oh, a hype train. Very cool. There's a Genshin weapon. That's a literal fish. There's also a fish weapon in Team Fortress 2. Free on Steam. 9 fun classes to play on. Should download it today. You thought I forgot. No, I would never forget my Team Fortress 2 mention. The Jerry Juice could probably be like equipment. That's how potions normally function in games. Yeah. Splashable debuff. Ooh, what about that? What if runners can have an equipment item that's like a potion or something, and they can throw it down on the ground as like an AoE effect to buff themselves and other runners? It's like a stamina regen thing. Like you can either drink it yourself or throw it on the ground. Maybe drinking it yourself gives you more stamina, but if you throw it in the ground, it can replenish other people's stamina too. It's like if you see one of your fellow runners being exhausted, you can splash them with stamina, like with a stamina potion, and it will bring them out of exhaustion. You could save some people like that. I'm writing that down. That's going in the list. It's freaking genius. The green potion pirate will give you 100% luck. I should canonically make that the potion, like the luck potion. That can open different roles for runners. Yeah, why? That's what we were talking about with the bailout machine to add. So if you add like another game mechanic where you can bail people out of jail with this bailout machine we're talking about, it makes it so that there's a different way that you can play as a runner. So again, different roles or different play styles for people who are runners. Do I want subs or bits? I think that subs benefit more people, so probably those if I had to choose. But yeah, so if we add the bailout machine, that means that as a runner, you can now be aggressive and attack captivators, or if that's not your style, you can pick up portal pieces, or you can, oh my goodness, or you can collect batteries and bail people out of jail. Jeez, dude. Thank you. 5, goodness, dude. You're insane. Even Tommy got to stop. He's gonna get a notification for that. You summoned him back. You summoned him back. Congratulations to Vos Mooster, that one Dominus, Tommy and Blame for getting subs. Thank you so much, Foot man. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Rose gotcha storming. Yes, congrats, Tommy. I should limit what now? Pro said it's my money. I mean, he's not wrong. Are you sure? Unless it isn't. We don't roast you behind your back. Hammer Clinger won a sub, yeah. Tommy is the guy who was bitterly complaining about the hammer rework and rage quitting the server over it. But yeah, thank you again, folk. You're amazing. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, he didn't like the hammer, so he rage quit. And now he's become like the boogeyman. The hammer clinger. Yes, that's the alternate name. So to recap kind of like all ideas we have for the night. Uh-oh, what was it? I needed to defend some bias here. So when you say that about Genshin, it's a problem? Yes. That's my argument. Anyway, so to recap... for the night. So we come up with a ton of amazing ideas, but the 3 highlights are 1, adding new collectible items around the map called batteries, and those batteries can then be used at a bailout machine that you can use to bring one player out of prison. 2, a bunch of different perks. And 3, kind of reviving an old idea. Well, people are having a lot of perks that reminded me of this old idea that was originally meant to ship with Captivator, which is adding a new equipable slot called Equipment, which will be a tool down here in your toolbar that you can Wyatt just picked me up and carried me, that you can bring into the map as well. So you'll be able to choose between a runner weapon, a equipment item, and a perk. And for a Captivators, you'll be able to choose between a capture capsule type, a equipment item, and a perk as well. Giving away a storm is also an addiction. I'm not addicting. No. But it's a good one. King. He can help himself. True. As a way to remember this year's April Fools. Add a handgun that only has 1 bullet for runners. No. Maybe I can add a gun pet or something. How's that sound? You weren't even here when you were getting the subscription. It wasn't that long ago. It was foot as well. Another reason why you bring up Jerry Juice. Since the pair of alcohol drinks, you can always have different flavors, different status effects. Yeah. The Jerry Juice. I don't know. This might actually be a way for Jerry Juice to become real as an equipment item. You can either drink it for extra stamina, or you can splash it on the ground to restore some less stamina, but to you and multiple people. Yes, you can pet the storm now. Congratulations. Be a perk to pick an unlimited amount of perks or equipments. Gun pet? Y'all want a gun pet for April Fools? It would be one of those things you have to purchase in a shop, though. Well, warning you that. Jerry Juice. It's just food-colored hand sanitizer. Perks has a very large pair of pants. Allows you to pocket people and deploy them at any time. Ah, yes, I can't wait to multiply my runners. Me and the boys pulling up on a Captivator. He thinks I'm alone. And then Eno and Gustav and Wyatt and Mojo and Creeper and Pigeon. Everyone just pops out. And I'll just beat his ass. Alright, Wyatt. See you later. What about Pokeball Capsule? It allows you to catch a runner, release him as a cap. No, that'd be too overpowered. It's literally hand sanitizer since it's almost all alcohol. Legally classified as hand sanitizer. The nuke pet. Capty Mojo, go. I can't wait to unleash my level 5 Wyatt. Maybe she'll finally level up. Maybe she'll finally evolve and not be tiny anymore. Alcohol for kids. Yeah, we're gonna have. You've heard of nukes for kids, now get ready for alcohol for kids. No, I completely whiffed that. If only I had a larger capture capsule with a bigger hitbox. Level 5 Wyatt is instant KO because she just bores people to death with Genshin talk. Hey, you're gonna don't say that word. You're gonna summon her and the whole army. You're gonna summon a lot of people up. Speaking like that. Astro's already here. It's already working, man. Yeah, please censor it. Thank you. Get rid of the E and the I. It's the only way to protect us from the ultimate curse that is Genshin Impact. Genshit. Thank you. Thank you. For every time someone says Genshit, it repels the Genshin fans. I really think that bailout machine is cool, though. It adds a whole new dynamic for people who aren't good at like combat and stuff. It just makes the game casually appealing to more people. Compactivator makes it so you're just ahead, like a crouch. I feel like the Jerry Juice would work with a theming since Captivator is more sci-fi and dystopian, scrappy rather than fantasy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ah, Asher didn't get a sub. He's got ads. Rip. Isn't this business game? No. I'm gonna go for longer. I want to keep talking about ideas. Once the creative juices kind of die down a little bit, then I'll probably go ahead and decide on a stop time for stream. But for right now, I want to keep going. What are those battery skins? I don't think that would be I don't think that would be good, but like I don't think it would make sense. But what if there was? Yo! Thank you, nah, man. Hey, congratulations to Astro. You've pulled him back from the world of ads. He might still be getting ads, but I'm not sure if the sub like during ad time if you're saved or not. But battery skins like portal piece skins. A battery pack skin makes more sense. You know, you're not wrong. If I added portal piece skins, battery skins would not be that far out of the question. We've come up with so many different like cosmetic ideas for Captivator at this point. Like so many. It was funny that I used to struggle with ideas to like figure out how to customize in this game. And now I have more than what I know what to do with. There's so many different customization categories now. Like, let me just look through my list here. And again, thank you, not fam. And congratulations to Astro. I just wanted to reiterate that. So to go through my list here, and this might not even be all of them because my list is disorganized. I've just been kind of throwing stuff into it. We have different Captivator suits. Like we're gonna split them all up into like helmets, torsos, and stuff like that. Maybe like back items. So we have enhanced Captivator suits. We've got emotes. Let's see. We got I won't talk about that one yet. And that I won't talk about that one yet either. We got suit light patterns, like the colors on your suit. You can like be reactive, flickering, change color, stuff like that. We have renaming your runner weapons and capture capsules, which would be in line with the cosmetic that's coming out in V4 actually. We have a ton of different kinds of runner weapons here. We got more badges, looks like. Got a crap load of different minigame types. We have Capti charms, which is like little bits that you can add to like your runner weapons and your capture capsules. We have a crap load of perks. We have equipment, and we've got the bailout machine, and we've got the potential prospect of portal piece and battery skins, which I'm just going to write down for the sake of remembering it. And that's on top of what currently exists in the game. In fact, I mean, like I said, I'm sure I missed some things as well. Runner weapon particle effects. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. I think I also kind of want to do like a thing like Team Fortress 2 does, how they kind of like tie particle effects like a special trait of like skins that get equipped, but I don't know. I want to keep things simple. So we'll see. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. I think it takes one good idea. I get really excited over the creative juices going. It all builds on top from there. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, baddest the weekend. Yeah, you're right. Captivator is going to be so cool. I mean, I planned on reviving the game, like, someday type thing, maybe. But I don't know. The vision that not just myself, but like everyone else has come up with for Captivator has just been amazing. I'm really glad I decided to ditch my other project and go and come back to Captivator. It spawned all this, and I'm thankful for it. I love you guys. Anyway, back to shitting on you all the time. No, I really appreciate you all being here. It means the world to me to have people play games and get so excited about them. And get so excited about them with me as well. It's just cool to see all this having been built from something that I poured my heart and soul into as a kid a long time ago. Not that it'd make any difference if I wasn't a kid when I did it, but video games mean the world to me. And like all my little blurbs everywhere always say, I want the games that I make to mean as much to people as the games that mean a lot to me mean to me. You're going to try democracy. See you tomorrow night. All right. See you now, fam. But yeah, video games have always meant a lot to me, and I want the games that I make to mean that much to people as well. So it's fun to see people having fun and getting excited and making friends through my games and all this other stuff. I really loved all of it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So it's just like the egg, the storm cell egg. Very real. This has been a good night. Yeah, I came into the night disappointed by the golden egg, but these ideas make me really, really excited for the future of Captivator, even more so than what I already was. I feel like translating Captivator to Spanish so reach a broader audience. I mean, yeah, it's not like translating a game is ever bad. It's just that I'm not good at it. Gustav, you only just now got 50 pieces? Gustav, you're a beta player. Gustav. You've been exposed. Gustav, how? I feel like after this amount of time, you would have accidentally gotten 50 pieces. Ro and Wyatt. Is Ro super? Could translate the game to Viet. Yeah. Your data really did get wiped. Oh, you're claiming data wipe, I see. He's a fake. No. Gustav's a real one. We love Gustav here. He's been struggling. My poor guy. What have you been doing for 8 years? The name of Ro is a lie. Well, you're also the only other person here who speaks Vietnamese, so I wanted to assume that you are Ro. You're not kidding about your data? God. Well, if there was ever any doubt about it in the past, but certainly not now. If you could tell me like any of the stuff you had from the old days, I can try and restore it for you. I don't think I'll ever be able to get like your original data back, but actually get back to me on that. It's fine, you have the gold stick. Fair. Because the way I saved data in Captivator, I think I did this from the beginning too. Every time you leave the game, it creates a separate version of it. So technically, all the old versions of all of y'all's data should be there. Huh. I don't know. What to see. I wouldn't know where in that data chain Gustav's breakpoint was, though, so maybe I'll just give him 10,000 sapphires and call it good. That's true, though. Super makes a good point. Wouldn't she have gotten the badge before? Oh, what? Oh. I'm waiting for you. I'm a philanthropist. You want my chat tag for this? Look. If chat tags end up becoming a category, then that's something I'm sure you could earn. But we'll see. We've already got a bazillion different cosmetic categories here. So if chat... Okay, so I'm not opposed to the idea of chat tags being like a category. Like you have like an inventory of different chat tags, kind of like fan and VIP, and you get to like choose between them. Because I did that for Ball Blast. I don't know if y'all remember. I had this really nice chat tag selection system, and there never ended up really being that many tags to choose from because Ball Blast fell flat on its face. But, well, more like I fell flat on my face while making Ball Blast, but either way. If there is a customization category for chat tags, there would probably be one for having spent a certain amount of Robux on the game. So, that's my best answer for you. But I wouldn't manually like give out custom tags. Your pre-alpha and Ball Blast, definitely much more impressive than Capti pre-alpha. No, the only pre-alpha tag that exists in Captivator. You know, fun fact: the pre-alpha tag that this guy has, the only one. It is so rare that it's not even in his inventory. It's hard-coded in. There's an exception in the code explicitly just for him to give him the pre-alpha chat tag. It is that rare. There's only one pre-alpha in all of Captivator. And then there are 2 alphas. And then there's however many betas. But the betas are still rare, though. Gustav and Enno are the only betas I know. Please. Okay. Oh, never mind. What, a primary chat tag and a cosmetic tag? Like how there's fan and VIP? I don't think it's like worth trying to like give each like slot a different name. I think I'll just call it slot 1 and slot 2. That's how I did it for Ball Blast. I should return to Monkey. Just have someone stay on the server 24/7 and manually write down people's stats before and after. Restore them when they join back on pen and yeah. If I hate myself, I'll make sure to do that for every server. Community cap t-shirts. Gustav and Enno are the only betas I know. That would be a really good phrase taken out of context. But yeah, the betas are a dying breed. I think not having 50 pieces patch after 8 years is a pretty beta move. I mean, I can't tell you that you're wrong. As much as I love Gustav, I can't tell you that you're wrong. You hate this under obby lobby parkour? Yeah, many people do. Many people do, trust me. I think the question is, Gustav gets 1 portal piece bi-monthly. They has been holding on to 49 pieces for 8 years. I think the question about this whole, like, all these ideas is, I do want to, like, add a different category for equipment, because I don't want all these things we came up with to just be, you can only do one at a time, because I want there to be, like, some mixing and matching going on, so that you can kind of almost create, like, loadouts tailored to different playstyles, because, like, and also, it would also make more sense for some of these things to be equipment items, like a motion sensor, like anything that you place down on the ground, like the Jerry Juice thing that if you drink it, makes more sense for that to be like an equipment item, as in like a tool that goes into your backpack, similar to how the runner weapon and capture capsule do. I think the only question is, when do I add that? Because it's kind of like a renovation type thing, like a major thing to be added. And it would make sense to add it in like a big renovation update like what V4 and the subsequent updates after that are. But that's definitely not in the pipeline so far, and I don't want to delay V4 and, you know, add more to it, make it take longer than it already is. So I'm wondering if I couldn't just, you know, put that in as like a major update, like after the cosmetic update, even. Because like the way it works now, in case any of you somehow don't know this already, we're getting V4 update, then the perky update, which is going to transition all the perk cards from consumable items to equipable perks. And then we're getting the cosmetic update, which is going to add a lot of these cosmetic things we're talking about. And then after that is advertising. But equipment could definitely be like a very, very, very big content update for after the ads run. But it's just a matter of deciding, do I want to try and work that into like the current roadmap now, and of course make everything take longer, or would it be appropriate to add it later on down the line, which I think it would be. I don't think it would be too big of a deal to add something like that down the line, because I don't think it's not changing anything about the core gameplay. It's simply just adding on to it. Because if it was a change to the core gameplay, it would need to be done in a major innovation update like the V4 update. But since it's not a change, but it's like an addition, I think that'd be appropriate to add it on later. Don't know how it's possible to even manage that. Manage what? Your pre-Neolithic era Captivator player. Ah, of course. 2 ideas. Firstly, you could do something like the customizability update. That's the cosmetic. Oh, after the cosmetic update, or I could drip feed these features and playstyle options. Well, I mean, it's not like, you know, I would be dumping major updates all the time. Like after the cosmetic update happens, it's kind of like the last of like the quote unquote major updates. That's not to say I could just add more major updates after that, but because the way I kind of plan to do after this in terms of content updates, like after the cosmetic update, is to just maybe add like a few perks here and there, you know, like add like new runner weapons, maybe like some like promotional items to go with it, run events, stuff like that. Do seasons if I end up going the battle pass route, which I'm kind of leaning towards. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, Red has a beard. Red has a beard. That works, yeah. After V4, the game is hard-coded to make him Captivator most of the time, so he never got to make the 50 pieces badge until now. Honestly, I would not be surprised if there was something like that. Like, I would not be surprised if the game favored certain players over other to assign them to certain teams. Red's doing Movember in March, yeah. Skill issue. I don't need to drink that. Just dumping cash to get to 4.2k. Alright. I like these ideas. I think these are really, really good ideas. I think that equipment would be like a really, really good like refresher update after the game is back on its feet again. I don't think it's necessary for the revival. Like, I don't think it's necessary for like the renovation, but it would definitely be like a really, 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 really big way to revolutionize the gameplay and add to it to keep it going after ads run. Maybe have every season, if the battle pass happens, the lobby updates with a different seasonal theme. Yeah, that just depends on if I end up going with like a theme for each battle pass. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one. Not sure what I want to do for like the battle passes, like seasons and themes and stuff, because I don't really want to do like a battle pass theme. Because I don't want to have to stick to just one type of item in the battle pass. I want it to be like a like a cacophony of like a concoction, just like a little a cocktail. That's the word I was looking for. Like a cocktail of different styles of items. Make sure there's something in the battle pass that appeals to everyone, instead of just being like, for example, a classic Roblox battle pass, and then it only appeals to me. So you get the point. Or would the Rossi Jump intended version fit these playstyle options? That would fit in an update, which again, we haven't, this is not in the roadmap, it's something I want to do. It would fit into like the different types of capture capsules update, because I want to add like an explosive capsule, and then it would probably like be like a pressure thing. Like you can throw a capsule at your feet and it would blow up or something. Then again, it might make a good equipment to it, though, some kind of explosive equipment for a Captivator. You can kind of use that to like give yourself some blast pressure, You know what I mean? You don't like battle passes? I think a lot of people do. And as long as you don't only put like cosmetic items in battle passes, then they're totally fine by my book. A season thing like spring or summer, like a rocket jump, yeah. If it was a season theme like spring or summer, that would be basically mean to only get 4 battle passes per year. I don't really want to be locked off to doing just that, I want to have more control over when and how long I run each battle pass for. The type of battle pass Storm Cells talked about seems great. Yeah, I'm not gonna do like pay to win stuff. I'm very much against that. It would be entirely cosmetic items. And of course there would be like a free tier and all that other stuff. And I mean, at the same time, like battle passes are a good way to monetize your game. Because like it gives the players something to work towards. People love like unlocking stuff, and like it also gives the developer some some cash, which of course I desperately need if I'm going to become a full-time game developer. Like I want to take this game development thing all the way, and to do that, I'm going to have to be able to expand just like past just myself someday. Won't be for a while. I want to be solo for quite a long time to come, but I want to expand off of Roblox. I want to have like my own building full of employees making amazing games. That's where I want to be at someday, So, I'm getting into your predictions now. Locking in now. If I'm watching this clip in the future, I hope I made it. If I did, good job, future Storm Cell. I was planning on doing only cosmetics and having you be able to choose any existing battle pass, even if it's ended. Yeah, because I was talking about that. Storm Cell Studio shall be real one day. Exactly. I think it'd be great. Yeah, so the way I kind of want to do battle pass is actually like how Halo Infinite does their battle pass, and I thought that was really smart they did it this way. I think it was really smart they did it this way, because what Halo Infinite does is every time a new battle pass comes out, everyone gets access to the free tiers, right? But as soon as that battle pass ends and a new one comes up, that battle pass is then locked off unless you purchase the battle pass. Then you can just choose which battle pass you want to work on, whether it be the old one or the new one. And not only that, but you can also buy any battle pass that's ever run in Halo history. So that means like maybe, let's say for example, if one of y'all started playing Halo Infinite right now, well, obviously you weren't there for the Season 1 battle pass, so you can't make progress on it. Like you can't get the free items on it. But what you can do is buy the battle pass still. And you can choose to work towards that one in your gameplay from day to day. And included in that battle pass is everything there wasn't on the launch of the battle pass. All the play items, all the free items. I feel like my explanation is kind of disjointed of this, but if it makes any sense to anyone, just let me know if you want me to like say it in more of like a cohesive way. Basically what it is you can buy previous battle passes. That's the simple of it. And I think that'd be really, really cool to do for a Captivator. You think it works? That's smart. You find it stupid locking genuinely cool shit behind a year-old battle pass? Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that more companies and more games haven't done what Halo Infinite did. In fact, I didn't even really know that Halo Infinite could do that until I think I like heard it in passing, but it didn't really quite register. And then once I got actually started playing Halo Infinite again to try it out on my new computer, runs really well by the way. But I started playing it again, and that's when I looked through it and I was like, this is brilliant. Because what it does is let's say like you're a new player. Again, I'm going to use Halo as an example again. Let's say you just start playing now, but you want stuff to work towards. Well, you're not just limited to this, year's battle pass. You're limited. You have all of them. There's plenty of progression, plenty of stuff for you to unlock, and at the same time, the developer has more and more and more things over time to sell and to make money off of. And, stuff like that. Like I believe in good monetization. Monetization in a game should both support the developer and also enhance the experience for a player. And it's very, very possible to do that. It's just that it takes some time, takes some effort, takes some love and care, and takes some brain power to figure it out how to do it proper. And yeah, like Creeper is saying, unfortunately, I really see that on Roblox. The monetization standards are very, very low on Roblox, and that's something that I hope to kind of, I guess, raise awareness for through all my rants and rambles about game design. Both encouraging developers and encouraging players to demand better and more fair monetization in games, because the game itself should never be compromised in the name of making money. I mean, if the NFL sold one of the teams like a lighter football for $1 million, think of how up in arms people would be. Why is it any different for a game? You're still compromising the competitive experience. Like you're still perverting it. It's no different. It's just in a different context where people aren't as adverse to it. At least in Roblox. I mean, people in the larger gaming community are a whole lot more. They're more willing to like raise their pitchforks and light their torches for it. But in Roblox, it's very much just developers get away with all this shit, and it's really annoying. So I hope to kind of be the difference there, I guess. The new perk system, you think there should be a cost to joining the game in progress, since it could be a bit unexpected as a drawback, not being able to pick a perk right now. So with perks being reworked into being equipable and upgradable, you would not be picking your perk when the game starts. You'd be equipping it from your inventory, which means that if you joined a game mid-match, your perk would already be there with you because it was already equipped from your inventory. Now, as far as it being unexpected or whatever, that's just kind of an unfortunate reality. That's not really that big of a problem, to be honest. You love your cousins. You love your cousins. You told another one that you and Folk were captivating. He told you to kiss. Okay. You didn't think about the fact that there are win-wins like that. Oh, it's like monetization. Like you didn't think about the fact that there are win-win monetization things. Yeah. Or what's better for the player is better for the developer. Yeah. There's definitely things like that. I mean, we've talked about plenty of options like that thus far. Most of the time that they pertain to cosmetic things, but you can do a lot with cosmetics, and people love to customize. I mean, look at us. Every single one of our characters here has all sorts of time put into it. Like I don't think there's any person here, well, except for that bacon right there. There's not many people here who haven't put time and money and care into customizing the character. Like I've got like this little look here that I've evolved over the years. I mean, Gustav is a flaming egg, and then Mooster's this guy with a little jacket, and you got the Volcon. People love customization. It's a great category. It doesn't compromise the game at all. It only adds to your fun. It's a win-win for both the developer and the player. That's good monetization. Good monetization should make the game more fun to play if you purchase stuff. Simple as that. How does one unlock perks? Do you have every perk by default, and then level them, or do you start with only one or two? So you're only going to start with. Okay, so this is in pertinence to the perky update, with them being reworked from consumable items to equipable and upgradable perks. So you will only start with probably like one or two perks, maybe even one perks, like for both your Captivator and your Runner. And you will unlock more perks, which with gold. Probably. I think that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't unlock perks with gold. I mean, gold is something that you only get through gameplay now, which really wouldn't really be that much of a problem to make it purchasable as well. You know, it's just pay to progress. And besides, like, these perks aren't innately more powerful than the other. It's just different play styles. So what you'd be essentially doing is just paying to unlock more play styles more quickly, which really isn't a problem. But you took your spot back from Super. Oh, did she catch up to you? Nice. So each perk will also probably have something related to the perk to level it up, then like a gold fee at the end or something to push it to the next level. So gold will be a whole lot more useful in coming updates, and probably a whole lot more not as easy to come by in like large quantities, because we earn a lot of it right now. I'm trying to deflate the value of gold. What if someone can't decide themselves on perks? Knows a random perk that just gives you a random perk in inventory. I mean, yeah. I feel like that's not really too much of a problem. I feel like it'd be more difficult. I feel like if somebody didn't want to go through like the effort or in trouble of figuring out which perk to use, it'd be more beneficial for them to just stick with the default. Because then if they had like a random perk each time, then they would be just confused as to why their gameplay one time was different than the last time. But I'm sure random perk would be a good option as well. I mean, it would harm nothing putting it in there. Honestly, it's a good idea. Part of your outfit was deleted. I'm sorry. You put a lot of time into your character. You make your own shirts and try to keep matching colors. Although matching colors thing has fallen off a little bit because you keep using fit items. Yeah. I mean, you put a lot of effort into your customization on Roblox. You know. The cousin Dolan mentioned earlier was just removed from the group chat. Based. He deserved it. Long stream. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Back to working on our website. Alright, Mojo, I'll see you later. A small spot in the UI that shows us the equip perk. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Especially if there's a random option. You think a good example of the monetization is the egg trail? Yeah. Yeah, it literally is. It's simple, but it's cool. It's a showcase of the event people were involved in. I mean, yeah, it's for one, it's a limited time thing, so it's like a piece of memorabilia for an event that you probably had fun with or whatever else. You want to keep like a little memento of it. It's something that you can take with you. It's hype because it's in accordance to a big running event, and it's I kind of lost my thought. Yeah, it's just good. It's smart, it's exciting, it's limited time, it's a good way to, kind of get some bonus money as a developer. You love it? I'm glad you do. I'm glad you like it. I did one for the Valentine's Day event too. It was that Heart Trail 2.0. Will the Egg Trail be limited time? Yes, the Egg Trail will only be on sale in the shop for the remainder of the Egg Hunt event. And then it's going to go off sale. Probably, yeah, it will never be on sale again. I don't know what I'm saying, probably. It will never be on sale again after the event ends. Get my baking hat because flour is here. Yeah. A lot of it is, oh wow, it's cool. My trail has my egg on it. And some of the eggs are funny looking. Yeah, I mean, it also has some personal effect to people who got eggs. But it's also something that people who didn't get eggs can kind of, buy and keep, for the years to come. It's gonna be the same story. Like, I like to create event items that go along with events, because the April Fool's event that's gonna be coming up after the egg hunt. I'm adding another one for that too. It's a bullet trail. To kind of commemorate the guns, the guns being added. Yeah, so a bullet trail, and I'm thinking about adding like a gun pet too. It's got multiple anchors for why people would want or like it. Yeah, exactly. Asking again if the egg trail is limited because you got an ad. Well, I'm sorry you got an ad. It's unfortunate that other people who aren't even here got subs whenever Foot gifted 5 subs, and you didn't get one. That's very unfortunate. But to re-answer your question about will the egg trail be limited, the answer is yes. Yes, the egg trail will be limited time, just like the Heart 2.0 trail. Yeah, Gustav, even like Tommy. Yeah, it's a limited time thing. It runs along with the event. I like stuff like that just because it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to make like a little bit of extra cash off of the hype of an event. So you boost your player counts, you boost your player happiness, you get a little extra cash. Events are literally just 100% good all around. There is no reason to not have a good ass event. You love guns. Yeah, for April Fools, I'm adding guns to the game for just a couple days. It's going to be like one of the shortest events, actually. So get those bullet trails while you can. Why doesn't Twitch give the sub to active viewers? Unless Tommy is watching. Maybe he is. Tommy, are you here? You gotta go? Alright, I'll see you, Foot. She'll see you later. Terrifying thought. He's waiting for his moment to strike. Man, I went like an hour over this time. Oh. Hello, Enno. We said so much Captivator about him. Tommy has never missed a stream. Yeah, he's just been lurking in the shadows. A lot of good ideas we come up with tonight. You can hide your watch streak, yeah. Captivator final boss is Tommy. He wields a neon yellow hammer. Just knocks you out forever. Like you never get up. The second you rejoin the game, you just get knocked out again. Is it the last game? It's near the end. I think we're just about done getting ideas and stuff. The creative fountain seems to have run dry once more. Not dry, but you know what I mean. Got a lot of ideas. I think that the bailout machine is a really cool idea. Also, I love the fact that there are 20 people watching right now and 6 people in the server. I'm not salty about it. I just think it's cool that people join the streams. It just adds another angle to the Storm Cell Empire, for lack of a better word. And also, like, if you don't want to play Captivator, you can just you can still be involved, still be connected, and just join the streams and chat around and stuff. So it adds a lot. That's why I keep doing them. He hasn't gotten so much attention. You probably shouldn't have to. It's funny. A pillow weapon that puts Captivators to sleep. Yeah, you mean chokes them? This is a great brainstorming session. Yeah, you're right, it was. Call it the Naptivator. Oh, see, man, I'm the last runner. Man, it sure would be cool if I had collected 3 batteries and was able to use a bailout machine. Luckily, I don't suck at combat, so I can just do this. See, Enno's over there fooling around in studio. He still listens to the stream, having a good time. Captivator, that's what they already are. You're playing GLab since it's harder to sleep after gaming late at night, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I had to figure out where to put the bailout machine. If I want to call it that or not. Oh, there's a blissful Rossi now. Oh, Rossi's happy now. Because he's happy about all the update ideas. It's funny because the bailout machine would have worked way better than the shitty anti-camp. Yeah, you're right. Well, the thing is, like, when I first made Captivator, it was out of pure just love of the creativity. Yeah, I just wanted to make something cool. I loved doing it. Like, I didn't understand. I didn't even know that there was like an entire, arts, like an entire profession that is just game design. At the time I was just some, goofy little guy making games and just enjoying what I was doing. I didn't know about balancing. I didn't have that sense, It's taken me a lot of brainstorming over the years. It's taken me. I've watched a lot of different videos talking about game design. I love watching those types of videos. I've educated myself on it since then. I'm a whole lot better person now than when I first made a Captivator in every way. Every way, shape, and form. I have completely one-upped myself when I was 18. And so, like, I'm going to have a much better a much more functional understanding of how to do these things as a 26-year-old who's been studying this for years than, you know, an 18-year-old who can barely make a functioning game. You know, a lot of this is coming back to Captivator. It's very kind of like come full circle type thing. You know, I made Captivator. I left Captivator for a while. Became a better person. Now I'm coming back and I'm having another shot at something that I didn't succeed in before. I wonder how many people will name the baton to Zaptivator if I added the ability to rename weapons. I mean, I want to add the ability to rename weapons because I really like the place that it has in Team Fortress 2. I've always liked that. It's always fun to rename weapons, especially with the cosmetic category that's coming out in V4. It's going to have a whole lot higher pertinence as well. It'll be shown to players that you knock out, right? So if you give your baton a funny name, then it's going to have a whole lot more standing than what it would, you know, in V3. And also, it's just another way for me to monetize the game because it could cost like, you know, 50 sapphires or something to change its name, right? Well, you know, obviously it's not necessary to gameplay, but at the same time, people will really enjoy it. People are going to think it's funny. It's going to enhance the way they play it's going to enhance their fun they get to have in the game. So they're like, haha, I knocked that guy out with my Zaptivator. And I get paid for it. Again, it is a win-win for both parties. You've been knocked out by the fart. Yeah. I disappeared for a decade to study and returned to Captivator to revive it to great heights. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the lore goes a lot deeper than that with my personal life, but that stuff's over now. That stuff's over now. I'm back and better than ever. And I'm not going anywhere this time. I was in hibernation. I was in hibernation. Like a worm going into a cocoon or whatever those things are. Been knocked out by Creeper Pug's clingy hammer. Yeah, exactly. The Texas evader. I want to add like a Captivator cosmetic called like the Yeehaw or something like that. It's just like a glowing cowboy hat, like the rim glows or something like that. I think you get the idea. Let me make sure I've got that written down because I don't want to forget that one. Cappy with a backpack, backwards hat, clown suit, Captivator, tax, yeehaw, cowboy hat. And yes, I read that out loud. That was intentional. Sorry, you just got demolished by Creeper Pug's big fat gun. The death message potentials. Yeah, exactly. You could do infinite trolling with the death messages. And of course, it has to be filtered, so, you know, the fun police have to come in, make sure everything's sanitized, but you could you still do some funny stuff with it. Captivator knockout cams. I mean, I didn't really plan on making like your camera look at like the runner that knocked you out. I could. Is that something that you guys would want? Or the fun police, we asked for alcohol. No, if this wasn't Roblox, I would just make the runners just belligerent drunks. We asked for alcohol, they give us hand sanitizer. Oh, no, Natalia's here. Oh, I just registered that. Oh, that's not Natalia. Never mind. Never mind. It's a fake. It's an imposter. But no, if this wasn't Roblox, I would go full demo man on the runners. Jerry's juice would be 100% alcohols. Because it's not like I don't drink in real life. I mean, I've said this before. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I never have. I never plan to do it. It just doesn't appeal to me in any way, shape, and form. In my eyes, it's just negative Like, it's not going to bring me anything good. It's just going to has only the potential to bring me bad things, you know. So I have no use for it. You think I'd make it even funnier? Yeah. Sorting lines of the capsy off the capsy capsule. Yeah. How to play Demo Knight. You have to equip the Islander, a shield. Yeah, there's Demo Knight is an art, my friend. I'm not a good Demo Knight, but what I normally go with is I go with the Tide Turner, the Islander, and Alibaba's Weebooty, I think it is. I like maximum maneuverability. So you go in, you grab a light class, and then you rush out. You need the items. Are you playing TFT right now, Gustav? I'll give you the items. Like, I'm dead serious. I'll just give you some items, man. You don't have them? Yeah. Let me know after stream. I'll get you hooked up. Can I give you an Islander? Yeah, sure. It's like half a scrap. I mean, I'm not too concerned about that. Just add me on Steam, unless okay, add me if you don't already have me on Steam. Just put your friend code in main chat and ping me. Yeah, I'll give you an Islander. I got plenty of scrap on me right now. Why is Natalia Romanov so stacked? I thought this was like a burner account. But clearly it's been playing for a minute. Oh, the We So Back code. I need to get rid of that code. It's an infinite money farm right now. Infinite skin farm, at least. You just trade it to your mains. Find me on Steam. I don't think you can friend me on Steam. I think I turned it off one time for some reason. So just give me your friend code. I'll send you a friend request. No, wait, you can friend me on Steam. Because Mojo sent me a friend request. So you can do it. My username is Stormtrooper613. The Bulwark capsule will be really funny. I had that written down, don't worry. Have a capsule half the size of a Captivator, if not more. Yeah. Huge hitbox, you just roll it along on the ground. That is not my username. What do you mean it is my username? My display name thing is Stormcell. My username is Stormtrooper613. Unless I'm misunderstanding how it works. Which would be a little bit embarrassing, but... I was making drunk characters without knowing what it feels like to be drunk. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been drunk. I feel like a Stormtrooper will not show up. That's a good point. If he was there to make 500 alts, you can technically get 200 common skins. Yeah, yeah, you could. It's not the worst thing ever. I mean, it's not like. I mean, even if everyone abuses it right now, and everyone's just loaded when ads start, it's not gonna matter. Should probably make it trading is restricted to level 5, or I can just not do free Sapphire codes. That's an option as well. It's an option as well. It's a good screenshot now. Gustav's golden stink. The yellow paint bucket. Looking through main chat right now. Oh dang, Gustav found when he bought Captivator. Dang. Pigeon repost the screenshot. Alright, well I'll probably go ahead and hop off here pretty soon. I think I'm gonna make this one our last game here. We've come up with some really good ideas. Just made a friend request so we can play Product Zombie together. Remove the trading, not the sapphires. Yes, this is going to be the business match. I'm going to make it simple tonight. I'm just going to say the first person to send me the business request gets business. So, I should really just always make it like the second person and third person though, because it's easier for the non-sweats to get business that way. Oh, look at that, Casey joined. Oh. Oddly timely, isn't it? Can I wait for you? Yeah, sure, whatever. Fine. Make it quick, though. I don't want to wait. I want to go eat food. I'm hungry. This is not the cooking stream yet. Your laptop is booting up. Bro does not leave his computer on. Imagine. Imagine. Your business right now is the Highlander. Real. Real. This match might be pretty too quick. You turned it off. Fair. I mean, I always leave my computer on. I never turn my computer off. Even back when I was using that laptop. How to differentiate between people who sent requests before I say business and people who sent it after. I always check to make sure that as I say it, I don't have any trade requests. I also make fun of people who send them early, so I discourage it. Roblox is booting up. Okay. Okay. You gaming? Very cool. Anyway, business. I said I'd wait for Creeper. I did. I did. Or he's still on the title screen or something? Rip. The game GUI didn't. We couldn't. You can't say we gaming now. You made me think you were ready. A hooligan. Absolute buffoon. I'm gonna cry if it's Natalia Romanoff ripoff over here. Alright, let's see who got the business tonight. I need like a drum roll audio. You know, my mic picks stuff up now. Let me see if this picks it up. There you go. I can smack my desk. You can probably hear that. Oh well. And Mooster. Congratulations, Mr. Mooster. You are the winner of tonight's business. Please offer up one sacrificial item. Quietest drum roll ever, but you know what? You can hear it. So shut up. Why is cracked magma common? Wait, what? I think it's the same texture as molten. Why are they so stupid when I make this game? You know, 8 years, when I look back at myself now, I'm probably going to be like, man, 2024 Storms, you know, baby Storms, though. What an idiot. What a dumbass, am I right? Anyway. How's Frozen a rare? That's what I'm saying. These rarities don't make any sense. They're stupid. I feel like they were just made. I feel like I got more. Maybe what happened is I got more cool skins than I did lame skins, so I just downgraded some of the rarities of like the cooler skins just to fill the gaps. How's gold a rare? It's yellow. It's just the handle. Wait, really? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. What do you mean? What are you saying? Oh, you're right. Whatever. That was Robux a legendary. I want more Sledgehammer skins. Anyway, let's go through the business. So, you already know how this works. I'm going to close my eyes, scroll up and down here, click 3 times. Well, when does anyone not win this? Baton fans can't wait for more. Yeah. Yeah, Baton fans are out here starving for skins. We need to restock the skins for Baton users. You know, I do want to say this now, and I might forget. So, if I forget, then make sure to remind me. After the perky update, that's when I'll start working on the cosmetic update, and that's when I'm gonna be like revising all the skins and doing all the cosmetic stuff and all that stuff. So, ironic because we were just talking about Molten. You're right. You're right. Think I need to flush all the skins? Nah. I'm going to try and salvage all of them if I can. But no, I want to open up community submissions for skins to be added in the cosmetic update, because obviously there's some pretty big gaps in like skins in certain categories like the baton and stuff like that. So I want to open up community submissions for skins. So I'm also going to don't use like the old skin submission pack that we have. I'm probably gonna remesh them all and then like give them all proper texture or proper UV mapping and stuff. Because I actually know how to use Blender now, and I know how to texture things now. So I am considerably less stupid, and so I'm going to be going for a higher quality of skins this time around. You know, skins that are properly wrapped and properly mapped instead of just an image. just an image. But yeah. Anyway, yep, Captivator egg hunt. Oh, I had a teaser for it that I was gonna show on stream, and y'all already seen it in the Discord, but there it is. Whoa! I feel like I'm gonna end up getting a lot of legendaries. Since making custom meshes is funnier than silly textures. No, I'll probably end up making legendaries myself, at least for this round of skin submissions. And I'm just gonna offer people to only make retextures. You haven't seen those eggs before? Yeah, real. But yeah, I'll get it figured out more clearly. The closer it gets, because I mean, right now that stuff is yo. Okay, Gustav just invited me to play Team Fortress 2. I'm accepting that invite. All right, I will see you guys later. You already know what else happening, but if you don't, if you haven't heard me yapping somehow so far, Captivator Icon Part 2, it ends. It ends March 31st. Sorry, I'm booting up TF2. It ends March 31st, and I'm brain dead. It ends March 31st. No, not egg hunt. April Fool's update. Gun bullet trail. Maybe a gun pet. We'll see. Egg farmer. Egg is farming my trauma. Yeah, of course. Great stream. Thank you. It ends right now. No. That's what the golden egg looks like. Yeah. April Fool's is on April Fool's. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. We do this every single day, 8 p.m. Central Time, so I hope to see you all there again tomorrow. Maybe we'll come up with more epic good ideas for our beloved Captivator. Equipment, bailout machine, all sorts of perks. The future of Captivator is looking very, very bright. Anyway, I will see you all later, but for now I have some Team Fortress 2 gaming to do with Mr. Gustav.